Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. Hello. It is so good to have you here with me today on this Tuesday. It's a day right before the finale. Now, some of y'all been asking, what finale am I talking about? And that's exactly why I need to remind you that tomorrow is the finale for World of Warcraft, which I have been pouring my heart and soul into for the past month. Yes, this is like my huge project, basically. That is everything that I've been thinking about, obsessing over, and it's all gonna come to a conclusion tomorrow at 11 a.m. PT. I made a new it's our finalist thing. I actually have a brand new promo video that I made yesterday for it. If you're curious about that, I put it on Twitter. I'm not going to try to dig it up right now because we actually have so much that I need to get into here today, because I'm actually way behind. There's so much we need to catch up on. There's so much we need to talk about. There's like a million reacts, and we gotta at least start making some headway on it. Oh yeah, but did you see this right here? This was making me laugh. What 4K a month gets you in downtown Orgrimmar? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up adding like a apartments type feature. Did you hear that there was a tease about Silvermoon Housing District? Did you hear about this? Now, I don't know if this was intended to be a tease. I don't know if this is something that, you know, the player base, we've taken it and ran with it. But let me show you. Okay, right here. Yes, Silvermoon Neighborhood Tease. Midnight concept art spotlight. So, right. What does this mean? Well, there's some beautiful artwork. You scroll down a little bit. Gorgeous. Now, look what it says at the bottom. Silvermoon Housing District. Silvermoon Housing, that's what it says. That's what it says. Now, could it be that that was just an early concept that they eventually moved away from? I don't know. But that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Wolfie, thank you so much for the 26-month resub. Coward Patty, thank you for the 8-month resub. And Archon, thank you for the 47-month resub. I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you. I have not been able to stream very much in the past, couple of weeks, being so obsessed with World of Warcraft. And I'm also in the process of moving again. As you might have seen in my video that I posted today, there's a new video up on Zepla's WoW Realm about housing. So you should definitely go check it out whenever you get a chance. But at the end of it, I did, yes, I let everyone know I'm moving again right now. I'm actually need to be out of this apartment by the weekend. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. This weekend, like, I need to be out before Sunday. Okay. So it's a little bit scary right now. You might see that, you know, this room isn't really packed up too much. I have a bunch of stuff packed up just off screen, but yeah, that's a thing. Oh, wow. Blood Elf props interior. That's so beautiful. I am, yeah, I've been in housing hard mode in real life for several years at this point, but hopefully this will be the last move for a very, very long time. You know, I just moved here in what, August, May, June? It was May, I think. In the summer, I moved here to this apartment, and now I'm moving out. Yes, IRL housing me. Wait, didn't you just? Oh man, I've moved so many times in the past 4 years. It's crazy. So after Ukraine, I was literally just a nomad for like half a year or longer, and then went to Seattle first, to an apartment in Seattle, and then after about 2 years, I moved to Florida to be close to my mom. And then last year, it was this year. Oh my God, was it this year I left Florida? Oh my God, I think it was this year. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I left Florida this year to come back because Florida was terrible. I hated it so much. Florida was really bad. Florida was really bad. And so I decided I wanted to come back. And now I'm back in almost the same apartment I was in before. And now I'm moving to my house. So this move is good. This is not a depressing move for once. Hooray! Yay, this is a good one. Okay, this is actually great. Florida catching strays, I know. I'm not cut out for Florida. I'm not cut out for Florida. It was so hot and just, it was bad in a lot of ways. It was really bad. I really thought before I moved there, oh, I'll be fine because I grew up in Louisiana. So, like, I mean, it'll be fine. No. Even though I grew up in Louisiana, I'm actually not acclimatized to cold weather. I mean, to hot weather, because I never went outside. Yeah. So, I think you have to go outside to be acclimatized. I actually don't know what that word is. Is it acclimatized? Acclimatized. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Acclimated. Yeah. Accumulated. Do you have your internet? So, oh my God. Oh crap, Daggy, no. I was supposed to call them yesterday and I forgot. Oh my God. I was supposed to call them yesterday. I do not have that set up. Oops. Oh, for the internet. I gotta get hooked up at my new apartment. I mean, no, new house. It's not an apartment. I didn't live in Louisiana. I lived in a house in Louisiana. Look, I never went outside. I avoided being outside at all costs. So. Also, are we supposed to be in the Warcraft scene overlay setup? Actually, these scenes are mine now. And, I'm totally free to do with them whatever I want. And, frankly, it looks a hell of a lot better than what I was doing before, don't you think? Like, I set up the new chat window just for myself. Do you think it looks good? I think it's a little bit classier than what we had. So I think I might just keep using it. What happened to the bottom overlay though? Doesn't matter. It's still better. It's still better. It's fancy. Yeah, it's so cute. I think it looks really good. Call now. Oh no, I'll do it after the stream. Don't worry about it. Too fancy for the stream. It's a little weird. We gotta, you know, if I can make it look all nice and cute and stuff, then we should. The fact that Warcraft is paralleling your IRL is so hilarious. Oh man, look, the day that I signed for the house that I'm moving into this weekend, that same day that I closed on a house and I got it officially was the same day that I got my house in the beta and like purchased my house plot that I loved in the beta. And like those things actually happened at exactly the same time. And it was kind of eerie and weird. But that's nice. Did you make a house in WoW yet? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Of course I did. And I will totally show you today. Yes, I've been obsessed with this feature and I can't wait to show you. All the free time that I've had, I've poured into housing and decorating. And so today I hope like maybe we could go grab a bunch of decor from dungeons and stuff, because there's like a huge list of dungeons and things that decor comes from that we need to go get. Okay, we have a huge shopping list and we need to knock it out, because as you collect decor, you get housing XP, and you need housing XP to get more housing stuff. And let me tell you something else. Gosh, there's so many reacts and things that we need to get to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to all of it today, but I heard about this housing level 6 reward preview, Hearthlight Armillary. So nobody's at level 6, right? Yeah, I don't know what the highest level is that people are able to get. I'm sitting here struggling to get to level 3 myself, at least on NA. But while the housing level 6 rewards aren't available yet in game, some of the developers working on the project have given a preview of one of them, the Hearthline Armillary. This reward allows you to change the lighting mood of your house with the click of a button. Yo, Jesse Karlanchik shared on X, formerly Twitter, examples of the housing level 6 reward from beta testing. He says, working with the talented high trust team is awesome because sometimes cool stuff is made and you only find out once the designers show it to you in action. The level 6 house armillary reward on beta is one such thing. Can I actually see these pictures? Because I know if I'm not logged in, then X makes it difficult. If I click on this, will it? Yeah, okay. So this is actually something that we gave feedback about at the housing summit in May. So they were listening. That was one of the big things I was talking about back then. We were like, okay, so here's light. Ooh, yeah, mood lighting. Is this kind of warmer, like candlelight? Oh, I like that. This is very good. This is very good. Right now, it's hard to get lighting right without a bunch of torches in windows. Yes, I agree. Yeah. When indoor soundtracks, though, that's another thing that I've requested at the Housing Summit. And I'm sure that they are working on it. There's 5 switches: default, natural light, unnatural dark, evening calm, and midnight. How is that different than... I guess unnatural dark is like void purpley. Well, anywho, that's super cool, so I want to tell you about that. What level are y'all at in your houses? Because level 6 seems like it's gonna be kind of difficult to get that far. Okay. Yeah, the jukebox is something that we need. I wish they have sunsets and sunrise. Yes, I personally would like it if I could maybe have a certain, like a setting to make the lighting change depending on the time of day. Though then again, it would always be night in my house because WoW's day-night cycle is on real life, and I'm up all night, usually. I leveled to 5 before I started decorating. What? Y'all are level 5? How'd you get to level 5? Okay. 2 y'all are level 5. Can't even, so 6 is not yet in the game. I see. So 6, this is the tease for 6 features. Potentially lighting. Okay. Skill issue. I know. Look, it's not fair because my progress in WoW is split across 2 accounts. Well, 3, but one of them was banned. But, you know, NA and EU spent half my time in WoW in one account. And then when I left the country, I moved to the EU account. And, it's just hard and stuff, okay? So I did nothing else than collecting stuff for days, including craft. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. But I don't actually have that much time to craft and collect that much right now because I have been busy with decor craft, which is consuming my life. I was 3 when I logged in Tuesday, just because I haven't played forever. Getting to 5 isn't awful when you start that far ahead. Man. I was torn between the spooky plot I have and the beach plot. Settle on a spooky plot. I wonder if the dev team for housing was surprised by how incredibly popular those spooky plots are. I think part of the reason they're so popular is because the Horde district doesn't really have spooky plots. And so if you want the spooky, like darker aesthetic, it's all spooky district Founders Point, really. Like there's a darker forest in Razorwind Shores, but it's just not exactly creepy, you know? It's just kind of dark in there, which is, it's not the same. Yeah. Lordaeron eventually. Oh, wow, that would be amazing. I hope that they do add more districts. I don't know if it's going to be a server stability issue, but yeah. Anywho, let's move on here because there's so much to catch up on. There's like trailers and stuff I haven't seen that I need to watch. Legion Remix Phase 5 is live now. Live today. I would love to get in there. I have, oh, but I have a sub goal up. Oh, but I have a sub goal, but I don't think you can see it on this screen. Oh no, I need to fix that. Yeah, so our new sub goal for Mecha Gnome, Rusty Buns, in Remix. So if we reach the goal, I will totally level Rusty Buns and Remix. Yeah. Zep really needs to see some of the player housing in Where Winds Meet. Maybe so. I actually haven't looked at that game at all. I don't know anything about it. So, yeah. Okay. She tricked us into level boosting the OG Krusty Buns. Did I? I don't think I level boosted all the way. I definitely leveled her a good bit. I think I did a level 60 boost. And then I took the rest away. Besides, I'm pretty sure I didn't like
Let me ask
say
you a
I
question.
shouldn't boost.
And be honest.
But I don't think I boosted it all the way. Yeah, we spam time walking. That's right. That's right. Have you found any nice housing add-ons? Yes, actually today I posted a new video about housing on Zepla's WoW Realm, and in it I talk about some of my favorite housing add-ons that I'm using so far. I can show you a couple of these. So I would recommend All the Things is pretty much always a go-to. I don't know if Okay. I'm using a different interface for this. Give me just a second. All the things shows every collectible in the entire game. And helpfully, it shows what you can get in the immediate area. So I'm in Talador right now, and you can usually scroll through this list, and it will show you if there's anything to get here. Now there might not be, because I have already done a lot of questing in this zone for housing decor. And this is being updated a lot, so I don't know if I see any more housing decor that I can get in this home besides the main reason that I'm still here, which is reputation for the Council of Exarchs, which I am trying to do so that I can get my greenhouse, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But so all the things is good. Homebound is really the best add-on, I think, for collecting housing decor. Homebound, this is the one that you need. It's very clear, it's easy to use. It has 3 tabs now: decor, vendors, and drops of like where to get stuff. So drops is the one I think we're going to be looking at later today when we get back in and try to gather things from dungeons and such. Dungeons, rare spawns, that kind of thing. So homebound is the main one that I would recommend you go for. And that's it. That's it, really. Yeah. There is a decor spreadsheet out there in the wild. Oh, I would love to see that, actually. If there is one that's shareable, I would love that. Dropped housing tracker spreadsheet in DM. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you. Here we go. Housing tracker spreadsheet, yes! Okay. I love this. I should send this to Annie. Annie's the one who's gonna lose her mind. I bet she has it already, to be honest with you. Yes. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. You know what? I should put this in a pinned comment for that video I just posted. But I'll save that for later. Huge. Thank you so much. Very cool. Okay, so I talked about this. Talked about Legion Remix, which is... We're in the catch-up phase. This is the final phase, right? There's more housing decor. Did more housing decor come out today for Remix? I don't know. Moving on from that, though. I've been recommended to log into Legion alts if you want to earn more decor, because there's class order hall stuff, and if you're a night elf, there's a lot of really good stuff from the druid class hall that is night elfy. So you kind of need to do the druid class hall stuff. Yes, so here we have Tieragard, Book Tempest, you know, all this good stuff. But for a lot of these, you need to make sure that you log into that alt that did it, so you can get credit and get your item. Okay. Moving right along. Here. Yes, Valshara stuff, I have hit that up, but my Legion Valshara, yes. The thing is that I did a lot of those reputations in Remix, and I haven't... How do I, like, if I transfer just one character from Remix over, does that mean that it updates all my reputations that I got in Remix into the main retail? Do you know about that? I'm curious because obviously I don't want to have to farm all that stuff again. Are transfers disabled? Oh, maybe. I have no idea. I haven't tried to transfer any character yet. But that is a question. Here's something that was put into React content suggestions. Gosh. Do I not have... This is about Final Fantasy 14. And it is about the next US Fan Fest event. Now, there was a previous Fan Fest that I covered a lot on the channel about, oh man, it was a few years ago at this point. And there was some serious, like, safety problems. It was mismanaged really badly. And especially people who have accessibility needs were seriously put into some very, very dangerous situations. Like, for example, the disabled seating area was not being protected by staff, and people who were in wheelchairs were getting just like pushed around and like walked into by other fans, and it was a mess. It was a mess. Like, they needed to organize it better. They needed to, you know, handle it, but they didn't. And so this was something that I was really loud about at the time. And because of that incident at the NA Fan Fest, a lot of people, especially people with accessibility needs, they don't really want to go back to another one. And I talked extensively with people that were affected by this, and it was really, really, really bad treatment. It was bad for everyone, not just people who are disabled, but it was just rough because it was so poorly managed. I also heard stories about how they were just letting people through into the event without checking their bags, without checking to see if they're even supposed to be there. There was like huge safety risks as well. Like, it was just chaos, really. Anywho, this is a new article about the upcoming Fan Fest, which I will not be at. I have no plans to attend Fan Fest NA in the foreseeable future. Yeah, so after the accessibility shit show of the previous event that I've just described to you, fans fear the production company of next year's event is ill-equipped to deal with accessibility needs and are vowing not to attend. Well, are they using the same company? Okay, I attended myself. While I'm not disabled, I can attest to general poor organization, lengthy queues for food, and a lack of facilities. I was at the one in London, and it went really well. As such, the move to Anaheim for the 2026 event was initially seen as a positive move. Okay, however, accessibility... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. They ran it in July in Vegas, like, in the heat. I think there was someone who actually passed out while outside waiting to get into the event. And I think I had to be taken to the hospital. Like, no one had access to water. There was no shade. It was rough, y'all. It was really bad. However, accessibility is once again proven to be an issue. Okay, so why? Why are we worried about this one? Fans are able to highlight their need for ADA assistance. Okay, while this initially appeared to be positive, these attendees are then emailed and required to have a personal phone call with a third-party organization to raise their specific needs. Okay. Unfortunately, there is a single point of contact dealing with accessibility concerns. You must now personally call all potential attendees with accessibility needs. As such, wait. Okay. So it's one guy who is handling every single person's needs for the entire event that you need to personally call. Like, there's one person who's in charge of this. Yeah, considering how bad it went last time, I can see the concerns. The way FanFest handled accessibility in 2023 was the worst accessibility experience I have ever had at a con. Yeah. Whew. However, PAX West 24 and then East 25, the booth took some wonderful and active strides to make its space accessible. Okay. Well, I would be pretty uncertain about attending that. There's one singular point of contact. Yeah, okay, so that's the reason. There's just one person who is handling it all. I see. I think that's everything. LA can get hot too. Was this event managed by Twitch? No. No, but I see what you're saying. Sounds maybe not. It just sucks. It just sucks. It's very clear to me this is not the fault of the individual employee, who was clearly assigned a task vastly outside their scope. But if you actually want to follow through with your commitment to accessibility, you need to hire actual accessibility consultants. I just can't believe this happened. When, like, they know how bad this went last time. We were very loud about it. I was super loud about it. Everybody was talking about it. Like, everyone who was at NA Fan Fest in 2023 was complaining about how bad things were run. Like, it wasn't a secret. So I'm a little bit baffled by that, but who knows? Maybe they'll listen. And yeah. So you have 24 hours as well to like contact the one guy about your needs. Yeah, it doesn't exactly inspire confidence. Why can't they just copy what other companies do? Like, find a company that's doing a good job and just copy what they do with the event. Or do what EU does, because no one's complaining about the EU event. Okay. Anywho, moving on from that. I don't want to spend all day on it. It's just, you know. Okay. It sucks. I haven't seen this video. Housing 101 getting started. There's another video, the Warning launch trailer. I might watch this first. There's also a Preach video that I would like to maybe watch about FF14. And then I would really like to do housing things. Okay. I want to watch the launch trailer. You didn't know it was that bad. It was so bad. It was insanely bad. Okay, I might need to put this one on the full screen. Because it's getting cut off a little bit. Yeah. Here we go. Uh-huh. This way I can actually see the video. It's cropped. The crop is okay for just looking at articles and stuff, but like in this case, it would be nice to see the whole video maybe. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Okay, no, that's fine. Let's get to it. The Warning launch trailer. What? Oh, there's story in this patch.
Sylvanas.
Oh my gosh. There's stuff besides housing in this patch.
Is in danger. It is our family's responsibility to defend it.
Brawler's Guild is back. Turbulent Timeways is back too.
Salatat will take nothing more from me!
What? Oh my god. Arathor's in this patch. We got Ilaria content with Sylvanas possibly. I didn't know all that. Oh my gosh. I'm like... We got Turbulent Timeways I haven't done. That means I already missed a week. I've been so busy with the Warcraft and the move and everything, but oh my god, that looks cool. when I tell you that housing has overshadowed everything else in my life. Housing, it's like, we don't even need to do delves. We don't need raids. We don't need dungeons. We don't need M+. Actually, no, we need dungeons because they dropped a core. I am on that housing addiction. So bad. Like, do you even see where I'm at right now in the game? Okay, take a look at where I am currently. I'm in freaking Talador. Why would I be in Talador as a little ghost? Well, because I need Council of Exarchs rep so that I can get my greenhouse from Council of Exarchs. It's exalted and it's the only way I can get a greenhouse. So I've already done, you know, I got this add-on for Draenor. Intro, check. Shadowmoon Valley, check. Gorgon, check. And all along the way, you know what I'm getting? Decor. More decor. Like every other quest gives you like, Draenor is like, there's so much furniture that you get in here. If you're a garrison, you get, it's a really cool like drafting table. You get chairs. Okay. You get everything you could want. Farming stuff. Okay. The farming stuff. I'm trying to build a carrot garden. And that's why I have to do Draenor things. Anywho, that was amazing. Do we have any other videos? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Housing 101. And I did want to see this video from Mike. This is about Dawn Trail. Is it okay if I watch this right now? Maybe I should save it. But what I don't understand is the title, because it says Dawn Trail's FF14's last chance to avoid disaster. But like, Dawn Trail already came out like a long time ago. So it's a WoW FF14 comparison video, I assume. So I think it's okay. Like, Dawn Trail's last chance, the chance is gone at this point. Like, I think the patch that's coming up, what, next week? Isn't it next week for the FF14 patch? I thought that it's already moving us into the new storyline. It's already moving past the Dawn Trail story. That's what I heard. And I'm actually kind of excited about this patch because I saw that Tom Morello is going to be doing music in it for the raid, which is really, really, really sick. That's awesome. So I kind of would like to catch up a little bit, at least on story. But I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't really care about the 7.3 spoilers that much, especially if it's out of context. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just see. It's from A/B testing. Well, I know how that is. We love A/B testing. Okay, let's see. Oh. Start this. I messed up. Okay.
Competition. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, two juggernauts locked head to head, not only in comparison, but in their players. And in the last 5 years, we've seen millions of players swap back and forth into their favorite game. Famously,
yo, what's going on in the... Hey, what's going on in the B-roll? Yeah. Okay.
And forth into their favorite game. Famously,
okay.
In 2020, World of Warcraft's Shadowlands expansion was a catastrophe and led to what was known in Final Fantasy XIV as the WoW refugee.
See, yo, WoW players, let's do jails. We only have the people that know how to do it.
Okay, front, middle.
Oh my god! And for good reason. We saw so many things that we considered standard in World of Warcraft for the last 2 decades turn out to not be standard elsewhere. Final Fantasy XIV...
That's actually when I first started watching Preach. Well, no, that's not true. I've actually been watching Preach for many years, so I don't know why I said that. What I wanted to say was that was when I was watching Preach probably more than ever. I was watching him so much during the Shadowlands era, and I just remember he was so mad. He was so angry at the time about the state of the game. And I think that I'm not alone in having been one of these people that, even though I was such a casual at the time, I was logging in maybe once or twice a month just to get a chance at my Zulian Panther, right? But I still really liked hearing people rage about the game. Especially Preach. I remember the meaningful choices, right? This is problems, realistically, that don't affect me. As a casual, none of these problems mattered if you were not really trying to improve your gear or anything. If you're just vibing in Maldraxxus and in Ardenweald, it doesn't really matter for you. And it's kind of a better expansion. But I remember being like, yeah, pull the ripcord. Anyways.
Opened a whole new world to people. A story that was one of the most engaging ever in role-playing games. That was existing in an MMO. Their job system meant that one character could be everything, meaning anything you unlocked was account-wide as normal. They had open world content that was interactive and social. Their loot system was simpler, more predictable, more effective for people to engage with. They already had evergreen content. That meant...
I mean, I feel like the loot system being different in FF. Yes, it's more predictable and it's easier to plan out, but I think that there's also a lot of issues with the way FF14 handles its loot, in the sense that it's almost too predictable and too restrictive in the sources that you can get loot from. I'm not going to get off on a whole tangent about this, but there is something to be said for having exciting sources of loot. Now, you don't want the idea of exciting loot to be taken to an extreme where you feel like you're freaking gambling, which has been the case in a few periods in WoW's history. But you don't want it to be so not exciting that it just feels like, kind of a treadmill and not that fun. Right now, I'm playing a lot of World of Warcraft. I'm playing probably more WoW than I've played in many years. And I actually love the fact that almost anything I do, there's a good chance I can get something that's an upgrade from doing that thing. Random stuff. If I want to go do a delve, I can get an upgrade for that. I've really enjoyed that kind of, I guess, diversified avenues of loot acquisition. So more things I want to do are rewarding and fun and exciting. Anywho.
That everything they had ever created since the start of the game was still relevant to this day to be done at your leisure with your friends. Not only that, but they had regular one-on-one FaceTime with their director addressing community concerns straight away.
That's amazing.
It was a totally different environment.
He still does it.
That was 5 years ago.
Was it?
In those 5 years, things have certainly changed. Two things have happened. On the WoW side, they completely shifted trajectory. In the last 5 years, they did what Blizzard does best. They stole and improved the ideas of others. FF14's story is amazing, players are saying. Alright, well, we'll do the World Soul Saga and invest far more into the story. Our loot system is complicated? Alright, well, Catalyst, Dinar, Turbo Mode, Delves. Oh, they have an account-wide system and you guys like that. Alright, well, here's Warbands. Player-driven content? Housing is around the corner and it's better than 14's. What about that evergreen content that people are so happy about? Okay, well, new systems are built to last. We have dragon flying, etc., and they also added in Classic, Remix, Plunderstorm, you name it. Every month or so, some new major piece of content is coming. That is all to say, while certainly nothing's perfect, right? The WoW that exists now is not the WoW of 2020
It's not.
and Shadowlands in any way.
It's definitely
So
not.
never let it be said that competition isn't a good thing for the
Yes,
user.
exactly.
The second thing is
Thank
over
you.
on 14.
That's it, man. Like, you gotta give it to the WoW dev team that they were able to kind of turn over a new leaf with Dragonflight and actually listen. You know, they endured quite a lot of like vitriol and anger, and a lot of it was absolutely justified from the player base throughout BFA and Shadowlands. And it's kind of almost, I feel like it's not necessarily easy to take all of that and then come back with something that's actually good, you know. But it did feel like they had a bit of a come to Jesus moment. And when I was really, really not believing that they'd pulled it off, I think Dragonflight, I was super cautious, and I think a lot of people still were. Like, okay, can we trust that things are better? And I slowly started to play more and more. And then by the end of Dragonflight, I was playing a lot. And felt like they had earned my trust back. And then with The War Within, a lot of people were thinking, okay, but you know, they can't have 2 good expansions in a row. Like, people still, like, they really had to do a lot to try to rebuild trust and rebuild goodwill with their player base. And with the War, I personally have said it before, I'll say it again, I think War Within is the best expansion that we've had. I think as of the War Within era, we're currently in the best state of the game for WoW that I've ever seen since I've started playing in 2004. It's just in terms of QOL, in terms of like warband stuff and things being fun and not a gigantic drain on all of your time. I think we're in a really, really good state right now. And a lot of that is, like Preach mentioned, you know, it's because a rising tide lifts all boats. Having competition in the genre is very healthy for every game that's in the genre. And so that's why we should be cheering for the success of FF14 and cheering for the success of World of Warcraft, because in the end, both of these games doing well means they can take ideas off each other. And also Guild Wars 2. I mean, look, we got Skywriting as, you know, something really inspired by Guild Wars 2. So, anywho, I'm yapping. Yeah. Remix is amazing. Like, I love that I've had tons of stuff to do all the time. Hey, Zep, glad to see you're doing well. Are you playing WoW? Yes, I have been playing WoW pretty much as my main game for over a year now. But I do expect to have another, like, have some more FF streams hopefully soonish, because I'd like to check out the new patch. So, anyways.
Side. The struggle to adapt to the new influx of Western players is noticeable through the Endwalker expansion. Rather quickly, they saw players asking for features that they had been used to elsewhere. Mythic Plus being an example, so eventually 14 created the Criterion dungeons to try and satisfy that need, but a little fanfare as they couldn't get the reward structure to be worthwhile and are now being modified in response. A reduction in the day-to-day grind elements to accommodate more casual players left the usual Final Fantasy XIV gamers out in the cold for reasons to log in regularly. But more importantly, the brave decision to end their primary story arc, the one that had captured the hearts and minds of all these new players, and start fresh. It gave actual finality to most players. That story that they had been engrossed with for so many years, waiting with bated breath for the next piece, the next installment, was now genuinely over.
Yeah.
It was, of course, completely fantastic,
It was.
yet the road had ended. These two things led to many players switching back to WoW, becoming locked into their new ferocious content release cycle, and it was up to Dawntrail to recapture the hearts and minds of the Final Fantasy XIV player base. A brand...
Man, I remember when I thought Dawntrail was going to be, like, the Aaronville expansion. Aaron Bill always with me all the time. That's how I imagined it.
New story, a literal
I
new
like that
dawn.
part where he was with me.
And it didn't quite hit the mark. In the last few months, the response to Dawn Trail, for me, especially as a content creator, has been really, really interesting. I'm not going to name names, but I have been not harassed, but pushed heavily, not just by the public, but by some of my peers to attack Dawn Trail, to go for the throat, to do something very aggressive in order to perhaps change their ways. And one...
Who's telling you to attack Dawn Trail? I mean, that's crazy to me. If you liked it, you liked it. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You should just be honest about it. Like, that's... No, I would not bully preach.
Phrase that's been given to me many, many times is I am doing a disservice to the FF14 community for not being more outraged by the drop in quality for some of the things in Dawn Trail. However, my critique is out there. It's fair, it's just, and it's exactly how I felt about it. I never really thought it was so bad that it was the end of times, and certainly when this phrase started to pop up, did I agree with it. That phrase is that Dawn Trail is the Shadowlands of Final Fantasy XIV. Give me a fucking break. Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy?
He is like still really upset about Shadowlands. Like, Shadowlands for him was so fucking bad that I don't think anything could ever come close to it. Like, I kind of see where he's coming from, because I remember watching him at that time, and like, I guess the question for me is my dislike of Dawn Trail as intense as Mike's dislike of Shadowlands? Probably not. Probably not, dude. I think probably not. Like, I didn't like Dawn Trail's story, but it's like, kind of, like, so what? I made a video about it, and I shut up about it. And I haven't, like, really talked about it for, like, a year. Okay. I don't really feel the need to go on the warpath about it. And I also am kind of freaked out by people that have been on the warpath about it this entire time. Like, nonstop. Like, raging all the time. I don't really understand that. So, yeah. I think I remember watching his review of Dawn Trail too, and like, I remember thinking that he had a mellower take on it than mine. Like, I definitely didn't like it way more than he liked it, if that makes sense.
Are we really at that point, because it was 5 years ago when Shadowlands arrived, that the rose-tintedness has kicked in? And people don't really remember just how bad it was. To have everything that you loved about your video game, that you had played for a lot of your life, taken from you, stripped away from you, buried under piles of crap, forced into banality, moment after moment after moment.
No, you know what? That is how I felt about going through the Dawn Trail story. Yes, the thing is to preach, you know, you're a newer player to FF14, and I have been a story-first player since the beginning. The story is the reason I got hooked on the game. The story is the reason why I stayed. And for me, playing through the Dawn Trail story was literally probably one of the worst experiences I've had. Like, I felt so many different emotions. Like, I felt betrayed at points. Like, I felt bored. I felt like the game I knew and loved was gone. And I was catastrophizing about it. So maybe, I don't know. For me, I think out of everyone I know, I don't know if anyone that I know had as hard of a time with the story specifically. Yeah. Man.
All the things that Shadowlands did to us was nothing in comparison to Dawn Trail.
I remember thinking, I'm sorry to pause it like every 2 seconds, but man, I remember streaming it and thinking, if I weren't streaming this and like felt like, you know, we started this journey on stream and so we need to end it on stream, we need to do it all, like I'm not gonna half-ass it. We started, we're gonna stream the whole thing. I remember thinking, like, if I wasn't a streamer, I would probably not continue. Like, there were points when I wanted to just stop and not continue the story, just stop. And actually have missed several story patches since, because I've had a bad time with it and I don't want to, like. In fact, I'm thinking about, in terms of like catching up with the story, to do the upcoming patch. I'm thinking about maybe just doing that off stream. If it's really bad, because I don't have fun and I don't enjoy and I don't like making content where I'm upset about what I'm doing. Okay, that's not fun for me. It seems to be fun for a lot of people who won't shut up about how they hated Dawn Trail. I'm not like that. Okay, I actually hate going on and on about things I didn't enjoy, and because of that, I've been dead quiet about Dawn Trail for like a year, you know. So I feel like if I know I'm gonna have a bad time, then I shouldn't stream it, you know. And I would rather stream it when it's gonna be fun. We're here to have fun. That's what we're here to do. That is my job.
But that doesn't mean that Dawn Trail gets off scot-free. In fact, Dawn Trail is very reminiscent of a WoW expansion. It actually follows a lot of the same motifs. I ask you this question, and perhaps it was because Shadowlands is so bad.
What are you talking about, man? Like, when you do the WoW story, there's combat that you're doing when you're doing quests. That's probably the biggest difference that you'll notice. That it's a video game where you do quests and you engage with story at the same time that you're fighting things, because it's a game.
Why does no one tell the tale of the Battle for Azeroth? It's insane how similar these two are. Both of the games were at a crossroads. Things had become so extreme and universe-ending that they had to tone it back down. Features that seemed so hype were met with some enjoyers, but also groans and sighs. As it always is, some people will absolutely love these things, but general consensus wasn't overwhelmingly positive, let's say. In fact, for both expansions, the premise never really paid off. While Battle for Azeroth pledged a focus on faction war, Horde versus Alliance, we mainly fought old gods and Titan parasites. While players were questioning, why are we ignoring a giant sword stuck in the planet from the last expansion? The faction war was less noticed than whether turtles made it to the water.
A turtle made it to the water.
Similarly, in Dawn Trail, the lead-up and speculation was revolving around the dividing and potential civil war between the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Except, you might find...
Look, let's be honest. Comparing the WoW story to the FF14 story is kind of a little bit of an apples and oranges, because World of Warcraft has never pretended to be like a story-based game. It has a lot of lore and world building that's amazing. There's a tons of novels and comics and books and stuff that you can read, but it's never sold itself and marketed itself as story first. As this is the cornerstone that everything else depends upon in this game, like FF14 has. Do you know that's actually the reason why you're required to go through hundreds of hours of story in FF14 before you can even engage with the in-game content? There's a reason for that, and it is because they want you to have experienced those things in the game first before you can unlock them. If they gave us a new start at like level 1 to start with everybody in the same point, well, that would be a problem, because now you're going to get spoiled on all the trials and dungeons and raids and all the previous content that the game has. Like, it is intensely story-based, and WoW isn't the same. It's not the same. So, yes, like, I judge them by a different standard, because in WoW, you know, even if the story isn't that good, there's still a shitload of other content to do. Okay? Don't even get me started on that. I don't even want to get started on the whole thing with, like, in FF. You know, when the story's not that good and there's also not a lot of content to do, that's the reason why we were in kind of a bad situation for a while. That is why. Okay, those are two things that both of them can't happen at the same time. We're at a point where even people who liked the Dawn Trail story are suffering and bored because there's not enough new things to do. Now, we got a new patch coming up, so that's great. But, you know, 8 months between raids is kind of crazy.
That this contest divides the Scions into two opposing groups. Please look forward to finding out who will be your allies and who will be your rivals.
Oh, dude. I remember when we thought that it would be a drama. I remember when we were like, guys, it's gonna be like drama between the Scions on the beach, and like we're gonna pick sides, and like it's gonna be gossiping about other Scions. This would be like a reality show episode. Everything that I thought the expansion would be like was completely wrong. Like, I was wrong about, I think, everything that I had assumed. Things I'd assumed, by the way, based on their own marketing.
Although, of course, it's improbable it would come to any genuine violence amongst them, the idea of tensions and division of the beloved heroes was intriguing. But ultimately, it was resolved within a few hours, leading absolutely nowhere. In fact, the closest we got in BFA was the Dazalor raid, where each faction saw the raid through the eyes of the other faction, just by having their character models forcibly switched. It was all just flaccid on both sides. Now those are the disappointments, but they also had their good sides. Battle for Azeroth's actual raid content, similar to Dawn Trail, was really fun, and the corruption system that came at the end was one of the most well-received systems they ever did. The Arcadian in 14 is possibly...
I remember the corruption system. So the reason everybody liked the corruption system in WoW is because it was so mathematically complicated that nobody could figure out what the best one was. Like, what the best gear was. It was so insanely complicated to figure that out that no one could. And so it was accidentally balanced. You accidentally have choices. I remember that. You needed to, like, you really had to sim every, I mean, you still do, but it was super required. Sim every single corruption piece because there's so many different permutations.
One of the most engaging...
You said, it's a hard sell to my friends to join FF. Like, yeah, you got to go through 2K hours of cinematic dialogue or just skip to barely get to endgame with me. I know, I made a video about that called The Great Filter of FF14, and it's something I've been worried about for many years. I don't know how they're gonna fix that, but yeah. I mean, she's got big hands. Yeah, corruption was great. Stacking gushing wounds or Twilight Depths as a prop pally was insane. Yeah, it was broken and fun.
Raids they've ever made, and the latest Deep Dungeon is super positively received. It has more accessibility, more checkpoints, and a higher skill ceiling, and I'll say it. While the story of Dawn Trail couldn't even hope to match Shadowbringers and Endwalker, it has massively improved since the release of the game. With the surge in popularity of World of Warcraft and the decline in reception of Dawn Trail, the shoe is now on the other foot, and it's Final Fantasy XIV's turn to fight back. And they are very much doing that.
Okay.
In the latest live letter, revealed that they are making substantial changes that are already being used to ask, well, why isn't World of Warcraft doing this? The main feature is that cosmetics are no longer going to be locked to the job type. You want your plate-wearing Dark Knight to look like they're wearing a cloth robe of a healer? No problem. In modern times, the idea...
So, this is actually amazing, but I keep thinking back to when I first saw this on the live letter, my initial reaction was so strange. Like, I remember thinking, change bad. I remember I was like, white mage with Dark Knight sword? Not sure about it. But I let it simmer a little bit. I thought about it for literally 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay. I started thinking about all the different possibilities and how cool it would be to have, like, totally new aesthetic concepts, like assassin dancer or like paladin with like other white mage aesthetic stuff on it. Like it's really cool. Like using those ninja booty shorts, that's huge. You can use that in any. Scholar has a ton of really cute outfits with like those. Scholar has some like scholarly knee-high socks that I've always wanted to use. Summoner also has some amazing. But basically, I'm thinking about. So my mind started like buzzing with all of the possibilities, and it's genuinely great. This is such a good change, and yeah, it's a W. That's a W for Yoshi. Is that coming in this patch? Yeah, that's this patch. So that's like in a week or two, right?
The idea of transmog and glam being class locked is frankly idiotic. How World of Warcraft
They should change that in WoW too.
justifies this restriction remaining, while at the same time selling Murloc onesies on its store for £17 is a complete joke.
Agree. I totally agree.
The same as its race class combo.
Especially you got this. This is like plate armor. If you can wear that on a mage, I mean, why are we locking this down at this point? If you want to sell this kind of stuff.
So Final Fantasy is getting rid of it.
Totally agree.
More relevant today is the war on add-ons. While World of Warcraft Midnight...
And another thing, let me transmog my freaking daggers on a rogue to swords, please. I don't want to use daggers all the time. I want my daggers to look like swords.
Is adopting the Final Fantasy XIV approach of add-ons by crushing any sort of logic and helper tools for players tackling their content. Final Fantasy is doing the opposite.
What?
And is rolling out a new logic. While technically add-ons are banned in 14, they are used widespread, and so they're taking a new approach.
What?
Instead of just forever stamping them out and saying don't touch them, they are starting to add them into the game by default.
What?
Hell, if an illegal add-on is so popular...
Are you... Okay, you're talking about chat bubbles. You're not talking about Cactbot, right? We're talking about chat bubbles right now. That's what we're talking about, that they were adding. Okay, let me see if he says
a huge
anything.
amount of players are using it, then there's probably a good reason they are. Cleaner you.
Okay, but how long did it take us to get chat bubbles? It took like 5 years, right? Like, I'm sorry, but it took like 5 freaking years to add the chat bubbles. So they are adding those things, but I feel like it's kind of slow going compared to how fast it needs to be. Someone needs to be banned first before incorporating them into the game. The glamour restrictions being removed was a very popular ad. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good example then. So people were, that's very true and a good point. People were using add-ons to remove the glamour restrictions. And so because of that, them seeing that need and that desire, they are making that official. So that's wonderful. As for, as far as the combat add-ons though, I mean, FF14 has extremely clear raid and dungeon mechanic markers, so it's not really like as necessary. It's kind of not necessary. It's not necessary. It's straight up not necessary for you to be using Cactbot, but in FF14, not only are people using Cactbot at this point, I found out, and I've been shooketh by this news ever since I found it out. People are using, they're straight up botting their character. So there's a very popular add-ons which will enter the dungeon. Like basically you set it up, you go to McDonald's, you leave. While you're at McDonald's, the add-on will cue you into the dungeon, fight the boss, dodge mechanics, move around, handle all of the mechanics for you, loot, leave the dungeon, and queue to anything else. Basically, you're botting. You can use this to bot and just not play the game. And when I found this out, it really, really shook me. And I remember telling my friend about it and be like, oh my God, did you hear about this? And my friend was like, oh yeah, people do that. Yeah, it's been the case for a while. People have been doing that. You didn't know? Everybody just knows this? Everyone's okay with this? You're just fine with it. You know, it doesn't matter. It's an MMO, right? Like, I don't know.
Wise, chat bubbles, and
kinda
even
crazy.
an in-game raid planner are coming very soon, and gained a far more positive reaction than anything else they've announced so far.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is the result of competition, and competition is what we need.
Agreed.
Nothing in the MMO world is black and white. They're never going to find
Hard
the
to agree.
perfect solution.
Yes.
As new MMOs come and go, New World announced it's going to go away. Destiny 2 is struggling right now. At the same time, new usurpers are rising, and whether Ashes of Creation or whatever it might be are going to be the next big things, who knows? But while that's happening, these titans, these two titans are battling it out for your attention and your cash. And the result of that is that we all win. If you're someone who enjoys both, then of course you win. As
Yeah.
one of your games gets weaker,
Yeah, because then you can be like, holy shit, 2 cakes. You know, the 2 cakes meme?
the other gets stronger. And even if you are someone who only plays one game, you also win, whether you know it or not. You might not really know why warbands appeared in World of Warcraft, or why Criterion Dungeons appeared in FF14, or why add-ons are being taken away in WoW, or why they're being added into 14. But it doesn't change that it's happening, and you get a better content experience to enjoy and more content on top of it. Watching these two giant cruise ships.
I mean, housing is a really good thing to show a clip of when you're talking about that because, I mean, housing in WoW is made by a team of developers that are, you know, actively FF14 players. A lot of them are. You know, I met the housing devs in May, the housing summit in Boston, and I remember we were having a little lunch break that day, and I could overhear some of the devs talking about their ultimate progress in FF14. They were literally discussing raid strats on their lunch break. And you can see that DNA in housing. You know, the advanced mode is what you would make if you want to be able to just put stuff where you want it in the house. So, like, it's wonderful that we are able to have this kind of cross-pollination that makes both games better. And that's ultimately the thing that I hope everybody remembers, because it just shows you how stupid the tribalism is and how, like, unhelpful it is for even you. Like, you're working against your own interests by digging your heels in super hard to a camp, because having multiple games doing well means the games will be better and improve and get better, right? So
Over the last 5 years has been incredibly interesting.
That's
They're
good.
so difficult to steer. Sometimes they've got to go through the rough waters, and then sometimes for the other ship it's smooth sailing while all trying to be the best. Just 5 years ago, World of Warcraft was a dumpster fire, and now it's back at number 1.
Hell
Final
yeah.
Fantasy XIV went from being always second to the top, and now they're having to restart their journey. And it's going side by side. The World Soul Saga, Midnight, is about to release for World of Warcraft, signaling the second part of their big journey that they're on now. At the same time, interestingly enough, Final Fantasy XIV's new journey, the second step as well, is about to be announced, coming in early next year. That's all well and good. It's going to have that usual MMO stuff, new raids, new dungeons, new story. But what are they going to be picking up on each other and
That's what I wanna know.
creatively finding from elsewhere to make them the
I
best?
believe. April
I
is
don't
gonna be
know
good.
what the next 5 years
It's
looks
gonna
like.
be good.
But I can look at the last 5 years and I tell you one thing, guys. In 2030, we're all going to be winners.
That's a nice video. Obviously, I don't agree with everything he has to say because we just had fundamentally different opinions about Dawn Trail because we're different types of players. But that's okay. And in the end, I really appreciated the message that he had about how the games being good means that the genre itself is improving. I'm passionate about MMOs. I love MMOs. And now, I have an opportunity to explore new MMOs. I think WoW is kind of an anchor for me at this point. But I'm very, very passionate about World of Warcraft. I've been, I felt that way since 2004. And I stepped away from the game when it was going through dark ages. And that's when I started my FF14 channel and my FF14 content. But in the back of my mind, I'd always hoped and wished and prayed that World of Warcraft would improve again and would like get to a point where I could have fun in it again. And that time has finally come. But unfortunately, at the same time that's happening, the game that I grew to love over the past decade is in a state that I find kind of unrecognizable. So hopefully that improves. I do believe that it can. The whole time I was waiting for WoW to get better, I never gave up on it. I always cheered it along. And if you remember anything I said about WoW over the past decade, then you know that. Anytime anyone asks me about WoW, I would be like, well, it's like a childhood friend that I hope finds their way. That's what I would say every time. And I hope I don't have to wait as long for FF14 to get their act together. That's all. I hope it doesn't take as long for them to figure their shit out as it took Blizzard. That's actually my biggest fear. Please 8.0 be good. Please, God. I hope it's good. I really, really, really need it to be good. Guys, I need it to be good. Okay. Kitty, what's up, sweetheart? Hey. Oh. Kitty. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's Boo Boo. Yes. It's Boo Bear. Hey. He's so snuggly. He's such a cuddly and sweet, sweet boy. He really is. For the past few years, I've basically no-lifed WoW at the beginning of every season and get AOTC, 3K PvP mount, then go back to FF14 for a few months and repeat. Wow, that's fantastic. So it sounds like you found a content cycle that works really well for you. It keeps things fresh. I tend to be kind of an intense and obsessive person. I tend to not play that many games. I usually stick to just a couple of games, just a couple of MMOs. And I've started Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 has been amazing. I love Guild Wars 2. Actually, Guild Wars Reforged came out last week. I have not been able to play it because I've been busy with Decorcraft. I've been busy with moving. I'm moving this weekend. And so, I haven't really been able to put time into it. In what ways is FF14 unrecognizable? I haven't played it since Shadowbringers. Oh, geez. Well, I made a huge video about Dawn Trail's story that, about 6 months after the release of Dawn Trail, that goes into all of the problems that I had with Dawn Trail. But basically, the story was, in my opinion, as a story-first player, someone who enjoyed FF14's story the entire time, I felt like it was far below the minimum standard of quality that I would expect. Like a bare minimum, far below that in terms of just the writing, structure, narratively. I had a really, really bad time with it. BGM's a bit loud. Oh, geez. You're right. There we go. Was it worse than ARR? Yes. Much worse. It was much worse than ARR story. Much, much worse. Because ARR story was a little slow, a little bit of a slog in parts, but it was still true to the world building that it set. It honored its own world building, and the characters had continuity with their experiences and their history. And I had a really tough time with it. That's all. Now, not everyone agrees with me. I usually try to remind people that, my opinion is not the only one. There's plenty of people who liked Dawn Trail, and that's valid. It's just been mixed. The response has been mixed, I guess. I think is probably the most fair way that I can put that. Sometimes hearing the negativity to Dawn Trail makes me dread continuing. Still, that's probably, I think, the biggest issue that we're now facing. We just had the unofficial player census come out like a week or two ago for FF14, and what we're noticing is that we're at like historic low numbers of new players joining the game. And I think that a big reason why that is because people are hearing the negativity about Dawn Trail, and it's a hard sell. You know, it was always a hard sell to be like, hey, so this game is really amazing and the story is really good and it takes hundreds of hours to get through, but you're gonna love all the hours. It just gets better and better as you play. Like every expansion has a better story. You're just gonna love it. You have to do it. It's worth it. You're gonna love it. But now people are like, okay, but then you're gonna get to a story that's really bad. So okay, so you're gonna play through 400 hours of story, and then you're gonna get a story that not everyone liked. But you need to get through that too, because maybe the next one will be good. You know, it's like it's kind of a hard sell. It's a little bit of a hard sell. It was never easy to convince people to get on that journey. I do wish that they would add in some kind of a skip, but I think that they don't want to do it. I think that they won't do it. I really think that they should. Yeah. Dawn Trail played too hard into the friendship is everything and got a little off the rails on the sci-fi. I agree on that. I know. Start of the story is really bad, but the end is also really bad. Yeah, exactly. The middle is great. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, dude. The starts are really slow, and just you gotta get through Realm Reborn. And then, yeah, I know. They really need to make a new skip. It's there in the Mog Station for $30. Yeah, I guess a lot of people will just buy the Dawn Trail skip. Story skip. Also the issue, you know, a big issue is people. In some sense, I think FF14's story suffered from its own success, because that 10-year story arc was amazing. You know, it ended on such a satisfying note with the end of Endwalker, and it really felt like a perfect conclusion. Like, I've had this wonderful meal. I had dessert. It was excellent. Thank you very much, sir. I'll be on my way now. You know, that was fabulous. At the end of Endwalker, that's how a lot of people felt. And a lot of people just walk right out that door when they're done. And the goal of Dawn Trail was supposed to be, oh, no, but wait, don't leave yet, because we got something else cooking that you're gonna love, right? Don't leave yet. But that didn't happen for everybody. And I think that the timing was a little bit not good. Yeah. And Dragons felt the same for me. Oh, don't say anything. I have only just finished Path of Fire, and I'm gonna be doing Living World Season 4 next. Probably I don't want to start it until I'm moved, which should be maybe next week. Maybe, hopefully. But then again, we've got Guild Wars Reforged to do, which I have a code for. I want to play that. I've been so busy with the move. Just take us to Marasidia. Yes! I think Marasidia will fix everything. Yeah, I agree. So basically, that's what we need. Yes. Here's what we need for 8.0 to be good. Marasidia expansion, the land of the dragons. Basically, Dragonflight. No, Heaven's Ward. Do Heaven's Ward where the dragons are mean. Actually, maybe copy Guild Wars 2 a little bit with their dragons, because they've got the meanest dragons out of anybody. Marasidia, super mean dragon land. And have Emmerich come with us. Yeah. We'll have Erenville, Emmerich, Graha on our team. Who else can come? Other Scions, they're good to come to. Just reform the Scions. Okay, let's stop acting like this you know, isn't still going on. Have the Scions. And That's it. The only thing keeping me from moving to WoW is how many expansions there are. How much content I feel I missed. Let me tell you something. I know somebody, actually, she's a finalist in our World of Warcraft competition that I'm hosting. World of Warcraft finale is tomorrow. Maybe I have a picture. One of our finalists here, Eden, she actually came over from FF14. You're gonna see her character here in a second. She started playing World of Warcraft 3 months ago. Maybe 4? It was in August. August, September, October, November. What was that? September, October, November, December. About 4 months, something like that. And she's been grinding, just collecting housing decor this entire time. She's gone through all the expansions. And she's doing, like, she has done such an incredible job on decorating. Actually, you know what? I can show you her work. Because I have this ready for tomorrow's. You can see the FF14 influence here, right? Like, that's... If you've played FF14 and done housing, like, you know this look. You know this look. And I thought that was just really cool. Anyways. Let me turn that off. Okay. Yes. Too much content. Now no longer an excuse for a while. Well, the thing is too that unlike in FF14, where all of the expansion stories are like connected in a linear fashion, it's not necessarily the case. Like, I mean, in WoW, a lot of times the expansion story is self-contained. So you can just go do it anytime. And it's not necessarily like as linear contingent as FF14 is. But yeah, I've been doing, like, for example, right now I'm doing Warlords of Draenor story to get decor for my house. Yeah. But who are all these people? How do they connect? In that case, I would just recommend doing the story in order. But it takes way less time, I think. WoW just updated their new player island experience. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. They just did the update for new player story experience. I forgot about that. That was like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that's right. It catches you up really fast on everything that just happened that you need to know before going into the next expansion. So that's pretty good. Is it a big has any of y'all done that yet? Have y'all done that yet? Just out of curiosity. Have you tried the new story, new player experience thing? Can the contestants from alliances form alliances and vote off the other contestants? Oh, that's such a good idea. Maybe for the next time I run this event. That would be awesome, but no. That's such a fun idea. I like where your brain is on this. New players have to start at Dragonflight. Once you have a max level character, your alts can choose any expansion to level through. Oh. Okay. Well, Dragonflight's good. So that's okay. Yes. Okay, so I want to watch this video. Man, this song is a banger. Can you hear that? That's good. Okay. Creating your first home. Housing 101. Yes. Majestic music is playing, guys. Yeah. All right.
Hello, my name is Jay Huang, Principal Artist and Design Lead for Housing Decoration on the World of Warcraft team. I'm here to guide you through creating your first home in World of Warcraft and answering common questions from the community.
Okay, so I met this guy at the Housing Summit in May, and I was watching him decorate a house for like an hour, and I saw him clip in 4 barrels to like a table so that the top of the barrels would be burners on a stove. And then he like floated a cabinet above it for the, you know, the overhead range. And I'm like, hey, play FF14. He's like, oh yeah, love FF14 housing. I'm like, okay. I could tell. But anyway, if you see these like promotional official housing videos where you see the inside of the house that's all pretty and decorated, he's the guy that's doing that. I'm pretty sure.
Getting into housing is fast.
Can you hear
If you're
this?
an active or
Super
returning player, a quest will be pushed to you on
Can you hear that? Oops.
login that leads you right into the housing tutorial experience. This in-game tutorial will teach you the basics of the housing system, show you around the neighborhood, and help answer some important questions. If you're a new player to WoW, you can get to your first house incredibly quickly. Create a new character and begin the Exile's Reach starting experience. As soon as you're done with the first few quests that introduce you to movement and basic combat,
that
you'll
good?
be given the option to continue on to Exile's Reach or jump straight into housing. If for any reason you've lost the push quest,
Okay, so you can start housing before Exile's Reach. You can log in and go straight to the house and then go do Exile's Reach after? Yo, that's awesome. That's good. So like the people that are coming to WoW specifically for housing, they don't have to any like barrier to entry. Okay, no, it's at the end of Exiles. Okay, I misunderstood.
simply open up the house or jump straight and basic starting
Let's
experience.
create a new
As
character
soon
and
as you're
begin
done with
Exile's
the first
Reach.
few
As
quests
soon
that
as you're
introduce you
done
to
with the
movement
first
and
few
basic
quests.
combat,
Okay, that's it. So you don't have to do all of Exile's Reach. You just do the quests that show you how to move around, like in the very beginning, and then you can go.
you'll be given the option to continue on to Exile.
So you can either then, once you understand how to move your character around, then you can finish the Exile's Reach story, or you can go to housing.
Reach or jump straight into
Oh,
housing.
wow, that's awesome.
If for any reason you've lost the push quest, simply open up the housing dashboard, a new addition to the micro menu in the bottom right, to pick up where you left off. All right, once you're in,
What decor will you even have, right? Like you won't have any gold to even buy any decor from the... Do you get decor from Exile's Reach experience?
you need to find your first neighborhood. Open the housing dashboard and click on the Open House Finder button to see a list of neighborhoods that you can join. A map of the
Bungalow
neighborhood
Bay.
will be shown on the right with
The
all of
guild
the potential
neighborhood.
plots and whether they are empty or purchased. But don't worry, you're not stuck with the first neighborhood that you choose. You can move to a different neighborhood with an available plot at any time
Hey,
for free.
when
Your
you move... Okay, maybe he's gonna answer my question right now.
house will be transported to this new location with all of its customizations in place.
It doesn't move around your stuff. So if you have a very complicated exterior, when you move the house, it's still gonna... All those things will still be in the same spot?
Now, if you're curious about where your friends have created their homes, you can search for them in the House Finder. Simply type their name in the upper left
Moves
corner
everything.
to find the neighborhoods where they have purchased their
Yes.
houses. Public neighborhoods are the most common type in WoW's housing system. They consist of 55 unique plots and are open to any player to join. Endeavors and other neighborhood maintenance tasks are handled by the game itself.
Endeavors aren't
If
up
you're
yet,
part of a guild,
right?
you can also join your guild's neighborhood. Residents in the neighborhood must
Join
be part
our
of the guild.
neighborhood, Buns.
So if you leave the guild, you will need to relocate your house to a different neighborhood.
Meaning you can get evicted for bunarchy in my neighborhood. Yeah. You better watch yourself because if you get removed from the guild, you're also removed from our house. Yeah. I thought the neighborhood was full. Actually, we have four subdivisions now. And yeah, you're more than welcome to join. We have a ton of space. Tons. You know what to do, chat. She can't evict us all. How can I join this community's guild? Well, if you're Alliance, you can go to the guild finder and type in only buns, and then you can join just from the guild finder. if you're a horde, we have to manually send you an invite. So you need to join the Discord, and in our WoW channel, actually there's instructions in the Discord that's like only buns guild invites. It'll tell you how to get an invite. Because we actually have guilds for WoW, Guild Wars 2, and FF14. So, but I'm not that active in FF14 right now. WoW is the one we have EU guild and NA guild for. Yep.
Do you have a group of friends that want to join the
Also, we don't yet have a horde specific neighborhood, but your horde character can of course use the Alliance house and the Alliance neighborhood.
private neighborhood together? Simply ask the neighborhood steward that you're interested in founding your own neighborhood. After creating
This
a name,
isn't in
you'll
the
need
game
to gather
yet,
10
right?
signatures from players to create your neighborhood.
I
A
don't think
permission
so.
system exists for charter neighborhoods to allow select members to control neighborhood settings such as membership, endeavors, and more. Similar to public neighborhoods, charter neighborhoods have a max limit of 55
I don't think this is
plots.
available yet.
Both guild and charter neighborhoods require a minimum of 10 players to
Yeah,
maintain.
not yet.
One of the most important decisions you can make is which plot you want in a given neighborhood.
Hey.
But don't worry about picking the wrong one. You can always move your house later. Both
Hey, are you having a hard time picking a plot? Well, you're in luck because I've spent months actually putting together 2 separate house showcase videos for every single plot in the game. I have one for the Alliance district and I have one for the Horde district, basically showing what's cool about every single plot in the entire game. And I went out of my way to film cinematic footage of every single plot so that you can use these videos to figure out what plot you want. You're welcome. That's on Zepla's WoW Realm, my YouTube channel.
Razorwind Shores and Founders Point have a large selection of plots spread across different biomes, so you can find the one that is perfect for you. Some plots are near the center of town, close to the action.
Yeah.
Some are more secluded.
Yeah.
You can find plots clustered near one another, or others that are more spread out.
What's the best plot, chat? Obviously, everyone's gonna think their plot is the best plot, but mine's obviously the best plot. Plot 24 is the best plot. It's the one that's like remote on a beach, secluded and far from civilization. It's really good. Mine? That's what I thought you'd say. That's what I... Yeah. Of course you think it's your plot.
Spend some time wandering around the neighborhood and find the perfect spot for you. From the House Finder window, with the neighborhood selected, you can see which plots in the neighborhood have already been purchased and which are still available.
Okay.
Select an open plot and click the visit button to teleport to the plot and take a look around. When you visit a plot like this, it will reserve the spot for you for 5 minutes. But if you don't love it, wander around the neighborhood to find a perfect spot for
I
your
didn't
new
know
home.
that. It actually reserves
When
it
you're
for
ready
you
to claim an open
so that the first person who clicked visit has dibs on it. I mean, it's not really it's not cutthroat because the game dynamically scales up neighborhoods.
plot,
Depending on how many
click
people
the
need.
cornerstone,
So it's
and
okay.
then the buy button. If you found the perfect plot for your new home, but it's already taken, you can always find a different neighborhood that has that plot open and purchase your house there. We want to make sure that you can
Yeah.
interact with the system as quickly as possible, so your initial house is very cheap to purchase. To help new players along, we waived the fee for your initial home. We also did not want to lock you into a location due to
Zero
its price,
copper.
so moving your house to a new
It's free real estate.
location is free. If you only play on one faction, whether that be Horde or Alliance, you can still purchase a
You
home in
said
the
you suspect they'll add a Silver Moon neighborhood in Midnight. Oh yeah, we were actually just talking about that. There is concept art that we've seen. Silver Moon Housing District is what it says there at the bottom. So take that with a grain of salt. Maybe they were just, I don't know, thinking about it before they settled on the idea of Founders Point and Razorwind Shores. Or maybe they have a big reveal that no one knows about, right? I don't know.
opposite faction's neighborhood. The easiest way to do this is to create a new character on that faction, let's say Horde, and go through the initial boat experience on Exile's Reach. Once that Horde character purchases their home in Razorwind Shores, then your characters from both factions can visit and decorate it.
Okay, but look, guys, we seriously need new exteriors for the Horde. Okay. The orc aesthetic isn't for everyone, even for everyone on the Horde. Where's our Blood Elf exteriors? Those are not in early access. I've heard that those are going to be available in the release. But, like, what about Nightborn? There's Nightborn on the Horde. They're not into the orc hut aesthetic. Now, fortunately, if you don't like this, you can fix it by creative use of furniture on the outside walls of this hut, which I'll show you what I did with my house. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this look. It's not for me, but I'm an Alliance player, so that makes sense.
Then your characters from both factions can visit and decorate it.
Torrent tents. Yes,
Okay,
Torrent
so
would
you've
be
picked your
great.
plot, bought your house, and you're ready to get decorated.
I'd love to have the Taran Lodge look. I think that would be really, really nice.
To get inside your new home, simply click the front door. You'll be brought inside a new home that is a blank canvas for
Look, if you need a guide to tell you how to get into your house, I don't know what to tell you. Guys, like... you got a lot to learn.
your vision. In the housing dashboard, you also have the option to teleport back to your plot. Once you're inside, a menu will appear at the top of your screen to start customizing your home. The large Edit House button will start you in decor mode with the house chest open on the left side of your screen.
Thank you for the
This
5
window
gift
is
subs,
where you
Randy.
can see all of the decor that you have available to place
Appreciate
within and outside of your home. Everything is categorized into groups on the left
Alerts are
side,
not
but you
working?
can also search and filter results to help
Not
you
good.
find exactly what you're looking for. The number shown for each piece of decor is how many you currently have available to be placed. More information about that specific decor can be found in the tooltip. Let's place a piece of decor.
I'm having a problem always seeing if I currently have a piece of decor in my storage or not. Like on the tooltip. It doesn't always show me that. Or like if it's been placed.
Left-click the decor that you want from the house chest and move it into the room.
Oh, you know what? I think I actually turned off the alerts because I didn't want them on during decor craft, and I didn't turn them on today. But I should have, but they're not on right now. Yeah, but that's exactly what happened. I turned them off for decor craft, and now they're not playing. So, yes.
A list of hotkeys will
I don't really want to mess anything up too much before tomorrow. It's a really, really important decor craft finale goes good. So I'll just I'll respond to those myself. Look at that. IDK 1234 ABC. Thank you for the 27-month resub and for the 100 bits as well. Rob, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate you. Okay.
appear on the right side of the screen to show you how to rotate, show or hide the grid, and other functionalities while you're placing the decor. Each piece of decor that you place takes up some of the maximum place decor budget for your house,
Yes.
indicated in the top right of your screen.
Yes.
You can see how much of this budget each item takes in the tooltip shown in the house chart.
The housing decor budget is too damn low, especially for the exterior. How am I supposed to put down cobblestone steps in my garden if each one costs a buttload of fixture budget? I haven't even started on my garden yet, and I got like 20 or 30 slots left. That's not okay. What? Oh my god, they just increased it. Really? When? When'd they do that? Today? Hell yeah. All right, good. That just goes to show that look how effective that complaining was that I just did. As I'm complaining about it, it's fixed. I'm just kidding. That's the fastest turnaround I ever heard of. Bullying works. Yes. Like 2 hours ago. Yes. That's wonderful. That's great. They'll probably creep it up while keeping an eye on performance issues. Yeah, that makes sense. They wanted to see how much people are actually using and keep it really restrictive at first, just to make sure. I gotta say, the launch of the districts, the housing launch has been way smoother than I expected. I really thought this was gonna be a shit show. Like, not to be, I just expected it because every other major launch that I'd seen in the past few months was hard. You know, I remember the Legion Remix launch was really, really rough, and I was sure that the housing launch would be, servers would be on fire completely. But no, it's not really been too bad. It's not been bad. We were able to start decorating day one. Same. Yeah. That would be a crash and lag disaster. It's not been. It's been like, you know what? I think they've been testing it. Like, guys, this is gonna sound really crazy, but I think they've actually been testing it. Like themselves.
Yes.
Crazy.
And the overall budget maximum
Anyway.
can be increased by leveling up your house. More on that later. Now let's take a look at the menu at the bottom of the screen. The first button is Decor Mode. This is the basic editing mode that allows you to quickly place decor and block out your house.
Yeah.
You have a few options above it, snap to grid and enable clipping that can be toggled on and
Okay,
off to make
but-
placing decor easier. Advanced mode is where
There's so many things we need. We need Control C, Control V. We need undo. We need a button that's just go back. Like whatever I just did, make it so I didn't just do that one thing, at least. If you could make it go back several steps, that would be even better. If I set something in a particular spot, I need to be able to duplicate it and then move the exact item in the same positioning slightly over. Okay. That needs to happen. If I make like an item that I've kit bashed together, like if I made a stove out of barrels or whatever, I need to be able to select that group of items and copy that like as a bundle. You know what else I need to be able to do? Once I select that group of items, I need to have a share code that I can send to people in my Twitch chat that can just copy that code into their game and it will automatically boop, create a little the stove or whatever that I made. Do the same thing for our layouts, but let's not, shoot for the moon yet. That needs to happen. We need to be able to share layouts of our houses. Just like I think Guild Wars 2 just added that in the new expansion, Visions of Eternity. They just added the functionality where you can share layouts. And if the person that is loading up the layout they found don't have all of the furniture, it will just like give a list of everything that they're missing, which is what we need. That would be really good.
the system really takes off with unrivaled controls that are extremely easy to use. There are options to move
Plumber add-on. What does Plumber do? What's that?
and rotate your item using 3D controls as well as scaling slider to make your item bigger or smaller.
The scaling is just so insane. It's so good. This has got to be one of the best features of the housing system in WoW. Like, the scaling really, really makes your creativity just go crazy. Think about, like, I now look at almost any item that I get, and I just kind of analyze it and think, what if big? What if small thing was big? What if big thing was small? What if I put it upside down? Then what would it be? It's so fun. It's like every single item is a new toy. Plumber adds a lot of quality of life stuff in WoW. Latest edition, you can duplicate. What? You can duplicate an item? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, it does do a lot, but to be clear, when you dupe items, it doesn't keep their customizations. Still, it's still better. That would still be good. Doesn't keep their size and rotation. So does it duplicate it like onto your mouse, your cursor location, or does it just put it in like right in front of you? It's really good. I didn't know that. That's huge. I will look into that after the stream. Huge. Second Life solved these UI problems 2 decades ago. Modifier keys, mouse for copying, scaling, rotating, positioning, aligning. Yeah, we need all that.
You can even break some of the rules from decor mode, like placing items in midair instead of being locked to surfaces.
I love that.
This mode is where you can make.
But what I don't like is that, and maybe this is something that an add-on could fix for me. Okay, see right here, the arrows. So I made a really stupid decision of angling my entire house. Like, so that my house is not straight on the grid, but the grid didn't change. Okay. So it sucks to try to move stuff because the stuff still follows a grid, which will now never be accurate to the angle of my house. So what I have to do is grab it by the middle knob. I've got to grab it by the knob, y'all. Yank it around. Yeah, but it, you know, I've got to like, I can't, you can't really use this so easily. I also don't like that sometimes I'll grab it and man, that thing just goes flying. Flying off.
This mode is where you can
I'm having too much fun with this video. I think.
make some truly magical designs happen. Customize
It's
mode
true.
enables
It's
you
really
to
fun.
change up the look of certain items. While in this mode, when you
Oh, is that rug from the Silver Hand? Is that Paladin rug? From Paladin Class Hall, I think is Silver Hand rug.
click on an item that can be dyed, it will bring up a dye menu.
So,
Certain decor will allow you to change the color of parts of the item by using dyes, which can be
Ooh.
acquired through a crafting system
that's
and
good.
consumed on use. Customize mode allows you to change the styling of your floors, walls, and ceilings. When you first get started, you'll have a single room, but by using edit floor plan mode, you
Yeah.
can add rooms and floors to grow your home. Using the house chests and connection nodes on existing rooms to expand your layout. Much like decor, there is a room placement budget indicated in
hey babe, grab me by the middle knob.
the upper right corner. Each room takes up a specified amount of budget, but it can be
What I
increased by
want
leveling up your house.
Is
Want
the
to throw a house party?
high
You
ceilings.
absolutely can. Each house has a set of permissions that allow other players access to your plot or house interior separately. If you want to visit someone else's place, simply right-click on their name in the party frame, guild list, or friends list, and there will be an option to teleport to their home.
Yeah, that's really nice. It is not hard
You'll be
to
able to
find
jump
out where
straight into
someone is.
designing the interior and exterior of your house with the starter pack of decor items provided to you after obtaining your home.
You get a starter
It includes
pack.
over 60 items that provide a good sampling of decor to get you started.
Okay.
From there, decor can be earned by purchasing from vendors and the auction house, completing quests, unlocking achievements, earning reputation and renown,
Basically
defeating raid
everything.
and
Everything
dungeon
in the
bosses,
entire game.
crafting with professions, and after midnight
Everything in the
launches
game.
through neighborhood endeavors and midnight delves.
Hey, you want to get decor? Okay, well then play every piece of content that the game ever had. All of it. Like I talked about this in my video that I posted today a little bit, but it's a bit overwhelming when you think about how you need to do every dungeon and every raid and level every profession and do every expansion story and get every rep and PvP and quests and like, everything you need to do it all, everything. Okay.
Leveling up your house over time has several benefits, including increasing your room placement and place decor budgets.
Garrison vendor.
Initially,
That's why
you
I've
can
been in
level up your
WOD.
home through neighborhood favor by collecting decor that
I'm
is
in-
uncommon quality and higher. After the launch of Midnight
Draenor, huge bang for your buck and going through that story and getting Garrison stuff. It's a good place to start.
neighborhood endeavors will be another avenue to level up your home. The exterior of your house can be customized as well. Simply walk onto your plot,
Yeah.
click Edit House, and then select the Edit House Exterior button in the
I
bottom
want to
menu.
be able to
You will
paint
enter
the
a
ground.
new view where you can rotate around the exterior of your house. Several options are available for you
Like-
to select on the right side. Customizing wall and roof style,
Customize the ground itself a little more.
as well as color.
Would be
Fixture
good.
points appear around your home that, when clicked on, give you a variety of options to add, such as windows, chimneys, and towers. You can move the entrance to your home to a spot you prefer. You can also move where your home is positioned on your plot
Okay, but
using
you
the
can
decorate
float
mode.
your house too. How do you do that? I tried to find the option. I don't see the option anywhere. But I've seen people floating their houses up in the sky and putting like a jump puzzle of rocks up to the front door. How did you
Decorating
do
your
that?
yard is just as easy as customizing the interior of your home.
How did you do
When
that?
you're on your plot and in decorate mode, your house chest will appear on the left side and give you all the options at your disposal using the same controls that we used previously. Oh, and one last thing. If your account lapses, your house will stay in its current
Press
location.
page up.
Once a long enough time has
Nice.
passed, your house will go into storage, which will free up that plot in the neighborhood.
Nice.
But once you've resubscribed, you can drop your house back onto a new plot
Wait,
with all the
wait, wait,
customizations
what?
and progress. Once you has passed, your house will lapses, your house will stay in its current location.
Okay.
Once a long enough time has passed, your house will go into storage, which will free up that plot in the neighborhood. But once you resubscribed, you can drop your house back onto a new plot with all the customizations and progress intact. And there you have it. We hope.
Are you telling me that if I don't play the game for a year, I'll still have a house? And you save for me? Okay, so I came back. Wow, that's really nice of you. Thank you for doing that. Yeah. Just no, Tranny. Yeah, my XIV house got demolished. I didn't log in for 45 days. I mean, rather, I didn't go into the house. That's the crazy thing. F14, it's not just about, like, you have to physically go into the house. So even if you were paying during that time period, if you didn't physically walk inside, they will demolish your house. If you didn't walk inside for 45 days. So, yeah. He knows. Lost my FF house twice. It wouldn't be as upsetting. Well, it would still be upsetting, but it wouldn't be as upsetting if it wasn't so hard to get a new house in that game. You know, that's really why people are so upset about that, because getting a house is very, very hard, especially in a plot location that you like. But
This video helps you along in your first leap into housing in World of Warcraft.
yeah.
If you want to jump into this feature as soon as possible, everyone who has pre-purchased Midnight will get immediate access with the release of our next content update, The Warning. We are so excited for everyone to truly come home for the first time in World of Warcraft.
I've been so busy
and can't wait to see what you're going to create.
with the Warcraft. So do you want to see what I've created? Do you want to see my house? I haven't shown you. Okay, I think that's everything. There was this interview, but I don't think there's anything here I need to look at right now. I might look at this later. Okay, that's it. I think we covered everything. Yeah, we did. Okay. You want to see my house? Well, I want to show you. I'm so excited. Okay. Let me turn this off. So, as you can see, I have been here in Talador because I've been doing Warlords of Draenor content for housing items. Now, so far, first of all, I very, very recommend you get this add-on, BTW quests, and get every expansion module. So this way you can go and check what you've done so far. Because with WoD, I can tell you a lot of these decor items, they're like randomly scattered across quests. And you need to do a lot of these quests to get reputation that you need in Draenor to buy other good items. So that's why it's worth just doing all the damn quests. Just do all the damn quests. It really didn't take me too long. It's been maybe a day or two, and I finished 2 zones, and I'm almost done with Talador. You can see I've got check, check, check. I got 2 more. Look how amazing this add-on is. So it shows me everything I've already done. Where's the next quest to get? Here, 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 right? This is where we're at. How much is left? It shows you that too. Amazing add-on. Okay, let's go to my house. It's very nice. Like, it's required. I'm so close to leveling up. Bungalow Bay. You too can live in Bungalow Bay, the guild neighborhood, if you join our guild, which you're more than welcome to. Yes, I'm doing the old quest for housing items, absolutely. I want that greenhouse bad. And we have Darkmoon Fair buff up right now, which buffs your reputation gains. Okay, are you ready to see my house? I'm excited. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is my house. Oh yeah. I have spent quite a lot of time on the exterior. Is it abandoned? You might think so, right? So I'm gonna try to zoom in and I'll tell you what else I'll do. Switch flight mode. Night Elf Shaman house. Okay. Crap. Okay, so this is a... I think this is actually from the Druid class hall. Let's say Ardenweald thing that I crafted. If I go into Ardenweald, little animacon. And I basically just made a completely custom exterior. So right now I'm currently working on the backyard, but right now I'll show you the front. I have done a good bit of Gilnea's story to get what I needed here. This is actually, if you look closely, you'll see it's the cottage exterior. So this is the door you would recognize, right? And here's the top that you would recognize. And what I've done is I've clipped in Gilnea's wagons. You'd never believe it, right? Okay, so let me show you. Oh, it doesn't show you it's already been placed. But I did the Gilnea story and I got like 5 or 6 wagons. And I scaled them up 200% and then I arranged them so that they would make windows with candles inside. That's another reason that these wagons are so good for windows, is because they have candles. So really, like, right now I think the exterior lighting is off. And so you can use these to give the appearance of lights inside the house and windows. Yes, you can see the wheel, but we're still working on hiding all the wheels. Okay. I also put Gilnea's stone walls. This is another thing you can get from doing the Gilnea's reclamation storyline, which doesn't take very long. You'll be able to buy these stone walls. So it's like 2 or 3 I put in front. I think these are 2. I put that in front of the bottom. And so first of all, they hide the wheels a little bit. I didn't clip these super precisely yet. It's kind of a jank still. But you can use that to hide the front so you have a new kind of exterior. Here I did it on the other side also. And you can see I've really been having a hard time snapping because we're on really weird, like I told you when we were watching that video. The grid is really weird. So see this? It's like I put the whole house on an angle, which is horrible when you're trying to align these things, because like if I put this here and then I'm trying to like move it. Oh. See that? Like it goes the wrong way. Like I wish I could change the grid itself. Like let me also shift the grid so it aligns with the house. But it doesn't. So that sucks. Uh-oh. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh. Let's get that out of here. Get that out of here. Okay. I had to angle the house differently because I wanted it to be so that when you come down from these stairs, right? See that? It's so pretty. I didn't want to see the side of the house. I wanted you to just have like a nice view. And I also angled it so that it would sit under the mountains, a silhouette, in an aesthetically pleasing way. Yeah. Hey, she's living off grid. That's true. That's so true. So for me, it's worth dealing with the awful angles because, I mean, I needed the view to be like that. If you don't change it, then this particular plot is just sideways and looks bad. So, I mean, these are the sacrifices that we have to make if we have good taste, you know? Other things, as you can see, this is actually a chicken coop on the side. What I've done here is like to create this appearance of part of the house. I put this rock, which I don't love the rock. Okay, the rock was last minute decision. The rock is doing what it can to hide the chicken coop like stairs, okay? But I would like to put something else there maybe that just looks better. I think it looks kind of ugly. I put a mirror right here. So actually this item that makes it look like a window, it's not this standing mirror. I think it's like a Dragon Isles type mirror. But you could probably use this one too. Basically, you take a mirror, you scale it up a little bit. Whoa. And then you can just clip that into anything and you'll get like a window type appearance on outside of your house. Okay. It's not just a rock, it's a boulder. True. Yeah. I found when I flew by that rock, it was a little strange. It's a very suspicious rock. It definitely looks like it's hiding something. Doesn't it? Well, that's because it is. And then here's the side that I'm still kind of working on. I wanted us to have a nautical feel. So I had this netting, some fishing rods. I was like, oh, what if roses are crawling like out from the bottom of the rock? I don't know. This is a work in progress. This is a Gilnean bench that I got too. Whoa! Oh my god, I gotta fix that. That's the problem. I need to put something here so that the sitting will be normal. Yeah. I made it big enough that it would look right. But yeah, I need to put stuff behind it and just kind of decorate this general area. Also, here, what you're seeing is my attempts to hide the wheels for these carts. And I think I've done a pretty good job. So this is curtains that are hiding wheels. So is the ivy. If you go behind here, yeah, there we go. Now you see it. Don't look behind. Do not look behind. I also have, this is hiding some stuff. It's actually really fun to think of creative ways to hide things. So like this is hiding a wheel, I think, that you wouldn't notice. One thing that I love about these windows is you can actually, on this one, you can see straight through to the other side. How cool is that? So it really does. It really does look like a house. Like part of the house. You can see the ocean on the other side. Which is really cool. That was important to me for the, believability. Okay, and then this is a mess. Like, it's totally overgrown back here, guys. What I want to do in the backyard, which is barren, is a garden. I might have actually got some of those items already. Basically, I made all of this and I got to work in Draenor because that has all of the gardening, like greenhouse. It's got farm stuff. So I'd like to put a garden here. Here's the other side. These trees are doing heavy lifting and hiding stuff on this side too. I put the Skyhorn banner. So I put like, this is a curtain from the inside of the room with the curtain, like a banner hanging decoratively. I'm really happy with it so far, but there's a lot of ways. There's a lot to do still, as you can see. Yeah. I love the look of those wagons. Thank you so much. They really, really work well on the house, and they're not that hard to hide the parts for, right? Like hiding the wheels is not hard. What's hard is clipping them into the house in a way that looks right. Like I spent a long time doing that. A long time. This is plot 24. So I wanted to see if I got some new stuff from Gilneas. Not Gilneas. Draenor. I did. I know I did. I've been unlocking stuff nonstop since I stopped decorating the exterior. Okay, hold on. Okay, doke. So, I got this for doing Draenor questing. What? Does it have... Oh my god. It actually has an irrigation system. I didn't know that. Ugh. It's even better than I thought. Okay. This is my first time seeing it on my plot. And apparently, it has its own, like, the mist. That's so good. That's so good. So, this is huge value. This is not hard to get. So this item is, let me put it back, because we're about to put it again. Draenei Farmer's Trellis. How did I find this item? This is what I recommend that you do if you're starting your journey. Go to WowDB for decor. WowDB decor. Just type that in. It's housing.wowdb.com. I'm gonna log in here. What I did was, wait. What's the wrong account? Basically, I went through there and... Okay, it's trying to log me in on the wrong account. I have to deal with this later. But I went through and I favorited all of the ones that I liked that were uncollected. So you can actually... Let me show this. You can connect your BattleNet to this. You can also upload which items you already own. So once you do that, you upload that to the site, you can click, okay, early access items, this stuff I can get right now. And you can put like uncollected only, you know, and that will help. So I just went through and I favorited everything that I liked that's in early access. Yes, I went through 1,000 items. And then I noticed that many of the things that I was favoriting were from Draenor. So that's why I went off on my Draenor journey. But this is huge. This is amazing. It's actually huge. Like, it's gigantic. One thing I hate is that it's very hard to see where the plot ends. Like, where's the border? Because if I... Look how annoying that is. I just walked off on accident. And now, it took me out of placement mode. This is super annoying. Too far away. Okay. So, I want to put it as far back as I can, but I also don't want to walk off the plot on accident. Seems like you can kind of get it. Okay, advanced mode. Move. Whoa. Okay. Decorate. I'll put it here, I guess. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about. This has got to be the most annoying thing. This is so annoying. Okay. Like, they have the grid, but why does it... Here, it looks like I should be able to place it there, right? But no. It's denied. This is so annoying. I'm actually going insane. Okay. This is very, very nice. Oh, wow. But I can't have this clipping in because we need to... Or can I? No. It looks like it's part of the tree. So I don't think that's gonna work. We need to move it away from that. What carrots? There's not very many trees, not very many different kinds of bushes that you can get in early access. We need a carrot garden, and we need lettuce and potatoes, maybe cabbage, but mostly carrots. Is there anything I could use as carrots instead? Like, is there... Guys, is there any orange cones that we can creatively make use of? I don't know. If you find any, please tell me. Died. Maybe there's a food item that I could like craft. Food. This is banana. It's not the same. Oh, maybe the corn? No, that's gonna look like corn, not carrots. We should try it. Dried whitewashed corn. Yeah, maybe it'll just be like dead carrots. It's a big ass. I mean, maybe. I don't think it's gonna work, but okay. Okay, move up. It looks horrible. Sorry. Like, it's kind of looks more like mushrooms than carrot. It looks really bad. It looks really bad. Just dye some turnips. Okay. Anyways, we'll deal with the carrot problem later, but I really don't like that. I think it looks pretty bad. I could look on WowDB to see if there's a... If you put little grass in the dirt... Oh, maybe? Like the Silver Moon Sunrise? Do you think one of these would look like a carrot? This one might. I think maybe it'll just look like a wheat, but... This item makes for a perfect base for a ship hull. Oh, see? You are thinking like a housing main. I don't know if you are, but it's so fun, isn't it? Like, coming up with these kinds of... This just looks like... Oh, it's so tiny. It just looks like... You know, I used to work in a flower shop. Okay. I did, yeah. It doesn't look like a carrot. Scales doing trees and the veggies in the dirt. Okay. I really want... Hey, when does Winter Veil start? Because that's a big goal for me next. After I get my garden ready, I would like to decorate the inside as Christmassy as I can. But I don't want to waste 1,000 years making a complicated tree if they're literally going to give us a tree in like a week, right? I've seen a bunch of people making these beautiful trees, Christmas trees, but like what if they just give me a tree? Won't they? I'm looking everywhere for carrot purposes. Maybe like... Basically, I need something that I can dye. I think that being orange is the most important part. I think it being orange, dyeable only. If we can dye it and it's a cone shape, then we're good. Is the fruit platter dyeable? Can I make... This is so silly. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Elwyn pumpkin dye is what we need. I need to buy that. Or can I craft it? The struggle is real. Okay. Orange dye. Oh, I can already start doing this? Okay, but how do we, like, make it, guys? I think we have to go to the dye land in town. Let me go see. I think there's like a pot. Who painted all the traffic cones? I'm gonna make my carrot garden. Okay, I have bunnies in my yard. It's the right thing to do. Oh, wow. I see our buns in the neighborhood getting creative. Hey, hasn't it been amazing to be in the guild neighborhood with your fellow buns? Isn't that just so cool? What is going on over here? What? It's a cube. Yo. You're like a Borg. We have a Borg in the neighborhood. Should we be worried? Whose house is this? Tobin. That's pretty creative. I love that the creativity with the exteriors, you know. Y'all are so crazy. Okay. I'm on my way to make my dyes. My orange dye. So we can make carrots. Yeah. GLaDOS moved in. Okay, I think... Here we go. Dye crafter. Can you teach me how to do that? Or can I just do it? Yeah, I can do it. Orange dye. Yes! Wow, this is great because I'm already an alchemist. And I have been hard at work. I might as well like make the other kinds. Just for good measure. I don't like how it all sits in my inventory though. Can I put these in my bank? And if it's in my bank, it will still like, I can still use it in the house? Or does this have to actually be in my bag? Because that's really annoying if so. I already do not have enough space in my bags. I got a million things, especially now it's like, I'm now saving every crafting item in the damn game. Look, I got shit from every expansion now. Okay, I'm crafting, I'm enchanting and alchemy, and now you're telling me I need to hold on to every material in the whole damn game. And fishing stuff. I don't have space for dyes on top of it. Okay, now. Any mascara in there? Actually, don't use mascara because it makes my eyes itchy. Okie dokie. Orange. This is not gonna work, guys. I think. Oh no! Of course it only dyes the plate, but not the... Why did I think... Look, even if I could dye the banana, it would just look like an orange banana. It would not look like a carrot. I don't know what my thought process was. Can't believe I'm doing the Torrent starting zone in 2025 for a rug. I know, I did the Northshire human starting zone the other day because there's really good housing items you get for doing that. Actually, let me tell you a funny story. About the rabbit hole of housing and like how out of control this is. You're gonna laugh so much. So I was like looking at the list of dungeons that I need to do to get housing items. And one of them was Dead Mines. And I'm like, okay, I'll head over to Dead Mines and do that. And on my way to Dead Mines, I go to Dalaran first. And there's a quest in the pet shop for going to Dead Mines too. Shit! You can see what I was trying to do, right? Of course, every part, but the part I need is freaking orange. Anyways, I'm like, oh, I'll just pick up that Dead Mines quest too. It's just a quick quest to Dead Mines, and I'll do all the Dead Mines stuff at the same time. So I get to Dead Mines, and the quest is like, okay, are you ready to go into Dead Mines? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Like, I thought I'd go, you're just gonna teleport me inside? That's weird. It teleports me inside to Dead Mines, and I realize I have entered a pet battle version of Dead Mines that I didn't know existed, because I've never done pet battles before. And it's hard. It was freaking hard. It's like boss after boss of like difficult pet battles. And I don't want to leave because, you know, I like to finish what I start. So, do you know I've installed Rematch for pet battles? I've learned how to copy the scripts into the game. I did something that I'm not really proud of, but that I don't regret as well in Dead Mines, which was this is embarrassing, but I had to do it because I was in over my head and I didn't want to quit. Before a boss, when I realized I don't have the pets I need to defeat this boss that were recommended online for the rematch string, I just mounted up on my Brutosaur in the dungeon, and I just got the pet I needed, and then I continued the dungeon. Yeah, I did. I can't believe they let you do that. I'm actually kind of shocked that that's allowed. Will the top be orange? Guys, everything but the tip. Or not the tip, though. We need the tip. It didn't dye the tip. That's a problem. This is so stupid. I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, it just looks like a pencil in this case. Okay, let's try again. Just the two. This is so silly. Elegant pillow roll. Okay. Beloved raptor plushie. Upside, buried with his feet sticking out, makes 4 carrot tops. Okay, I'll check. Elegant pillow roll. See, now that looks... Oh, maybe green. No, but then you're not gonna know it's a carrot. Wait, but carrots grow... Wait. But I just realized that carrots, they don't grow ass up, right? They're green on top. So that means, like, it wouldn't make sense for them to be sticking up. Like how I'm imagining. Okay, like, you want it to be like that. Okay, so ideally you want the green top on, and then a little bit of an orange in the ground. Like, that's what you want. Not ass up, grass up. Yeah, grass up. So maybe this could work if we can make the purple part orange and the brown part green. Okay. This could maybe work. Oh. Yes! But I don't have the green dye. I need the lush green. I think that's gonna work. I think that might work. I think that might actually work. You're a genius. Who suggested this in the chat? We need lush green dye. Right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's why housing is so cool. Do you know that on this stream right now, we're making the first carrot ever? Buzz and Frog. Genius. Probably get the green dye on the auction house for the low price of 19K. Why am I not skywriting? This is really painful. Oh, it's because I was showing you my house. I gotta fix that. The non-skywriting mode is better for like demonstrating things. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. I'm trying a new mouse today. I'm not using G600. I'm actually using a different mouse. See if I can show you. See this guy? This is Hedgehog mouse, which I'm trying out right now to see if it's going to be a potential successor for my beloved G600, which is my favorite and the best mouse that's ever existed in the history of mankind. But the problem with G600 is they discontinued it. So because of that, I need to find alternatives in case I can't ever buy more of these on eBay, right? So I decided to try out the Hedgehog, and they didn't send it to me. It's my own money, you know. It's apparently was funded on Kickstarter. What I like about it, and the only reason I'm trying it, is because like the G600, it has the third clicker, which is necessary for me because I got used to it on the G600. So you have like left click, right click, and then a third click that you can bind, which is really, really good. It's got 3 extra buttons right here. Those are all buttons right there. And it's also got extra buttons on the side. That's a space for jumping, as you can see. Isn't that cool? And actually this is to sitting right now. And of course we have this, all the keys on the side. Yeah, just like G600 did. And there, so far, yeah, it's massive. Now I have really, really tiny hands. I have super small hands. So I was a little worried about this at first because, you know, it's pretty big in my hand. But, you know, you gotta, if you practice with it, you get used to it, the size and the girth in your hand. I didn't mean to make this weird. I'm sorry. Look, I'm just trying to describe the mouse to you. I'm getting used to it slowly, you know. It's just, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely bigger than the G600. Definitely. It also comes with a like a pad. I don't know where I put it because I didn't like it, but it comes with like this little pad. Where the hell did I put that thing? That allows the mouse to work as a joystick. Oh, I found it. So it comes with this thing, and you're supposed to put this on here, and you can like move the character. Like I'm about to push it up. See, I'm gonna push it down on the pad, and you can use it like a joystick to move your character around, which is kind of cool, but it was a lot to get used to, so I'm not doing it. Maybe later. Oh, I shouldn't put that there. I'm gonna try it out for a couple weeks, and I'll probably make a video about it. What's good about the Hedgehog is it comes in right-hand mode or left-hand mode. So I don't think the G600 did. So if you're left-handed, this is gonna be probably this for you. Hi chat, is it too late to start Legion Remix? Oh no, absolutely not. There's catch-up mechanics they just added, I think, today. Do you press the 3 top buttons on accident? So far, no. Yeah, I felt like I would, but so far I haven't been pressing the top 3 buttons on accident. I am pressing the side buttons on accident, but it might just come down to me getting used to it. Because I have, all my muscle memory is for the G600. Okay, we need green dye pigment. Let me make some of that. This add-on, by the way, It's called Opie. It gives you the radial menus, so that for professions and stuff, it's really good. Okay, green dye. Let's get that. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Zep, when are you getting lights for Illidan? You know I'm actually moving this weekend. So, there's no point in getting anything new for this area right now. Because I'm moving this weekend. Yeah, I gotta be out of this apartment this weekend and I'm moving into my new house. Yes. It's a very good thing. But, yeah. I'm a butt on the move. So after I move, then I'll be able to... Well, when I move, I'm going to be in a temporary room for a bit because the house needs a lot of remodeling and repairs. Because, I mean, I'm a millennial. Okay, it's not like I can afford a nice house. Let's get real. So while the studio area is being fixed, I will be in a temp room, and then I'll be moving into the a nicer studio after that. Yes. You just move house to house to remodel each one. No, this is the last time. Okay. This is the last time, and we're not going to be doing this all the time. I'm not going to move for a long time. This is home. Yeah, this is finally home. Yeah. What I have noticed with this mouse, it's way easier to get used to it after being used to the G600 than it was for me to get used to the G600 when moving from a normal mouse. So if you have G600 muscle memory or like MMO mouse muscle memory, I think it's really not been hard to adjust. Okay, carrot time. This is such a good idea. Okay. Here we go. Yes! Orange. This is gonna look so good. Okay. Advanced. Rotate. I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited. Put it at... Move it right there. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. It looks so good. You'd never know. Like how much can I... You really can't show any of that green part. Oh, crap! I accidentally pressed the jump button on my mouse, my new mouse. We don't have all the muscle memory yet. Okay, so there's parts. Okay, I know what I can do. I can rotate it a little bit so it's like... Okay, move. Ah! Not that way. Good. This is very good. We did it. Now do it 50 more times. So what's this add-on you were telling me about, Plumber? But Plumber isn't going to copy dyes, right? I mean, is it the perfect carrot? I think if you have 50 of them, then yes. But it's not the perfect carrot. What we need is to see... Yeah, there we go. I think if there's 50 of them, then it will be good. It will be better. Yes. Okay. It's pretty good. It's close enough. Okay, well, I'm gonna do 50 of them later. Maybe you could add a bush or something to the top to make it leafier. Yeah, that's my issue, is that it feels like... I don't know if it's a problem because I know it's a pillow. or if it's actually a problem. That it looks like silk here. Maybe if we did add like a little grass or something. But then that's 2 items per carrot. Like this is pretty good value. What do you think about it? How many more pillows do I even have? Oh, that's the only one? Oh no. Where do I get more? Probably, I think I can just buy those. Nature. Do I not have more nature? Oh, this is, it's stuck to Dibble. Like this. I mean, I don't know. I think, I do think this looks more like the top of a carrot, but then what would we put it on top of, you know? Like 10 gold each. It's 1 budget. This is fine. Really. Oh, I can't put... This is so annoying. I got this Night Elf lamppost, but you can only put the lighting sources inside right now. And I heard that's because they locked it down because of performance issues. But I love this so much. We're gonna put so many cute little vegetables in the garden, mostly carrots though. Like what else could I put in the garden? We could put cabbage, put flowers, roses maybe, but I prefer an herb garden. I would like to be mostly like this kind of thing. Grass spread is mostly what we need here. Are you in the EU neighborhood? Right now I am not. I haven't started with my EU house yet. I bought one, but I haven't started working on it yet because I've been busy. You know, one house at a time. I'm actually really happy that I have 2 accounts because now it means that I can have 2 houses. Actually 4 houses to decorate. And once you get hooked up on this, it is so addicting. Like, can't stop. Okay. I wanted to see what were the other Draenor items that I've got already. I got this Caribor fountain. Oh! From Draenor. Does it look better? No. No, it looks worse. It looks worse, but maybe we can repurpose it in some way. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. Like, how could we reuse it? Because I think these things are ugly. The top is okay. Maybe if we rotate it. Ooh, can we have like a shower? Maybe you could use it to make a shower. No. Okay, maybe not. But if you clip this into the side of something, you could maybe have like a modern shower, right? If you put a wall here and you make it much smaller, you could have a shower like that, you know? It's worth thinking about because I don't know. You can turn your house into a spaceship with it. Well, one of y'all said that this structure I have that I'm using for the greenhouse right now, well, not greenhouse, but farmer trellis, you said it would be a good like hull of a ship. So maybe you could like, this doesn't match me. Oh, you could actually have the flower floor, but I mean, there's a lot of budget for this, right? That's 5 budget. This is just not reasonable, I think. Well, maybe you could use it for cobblestones. Maybe like a little walkway, but I only have one. Like, if you made it like that big, and then you rotate it around, could do like, this is honestly like, I have so much fun with these kinds of ideas. See what I mean? It could be kind of like a cobblestone, like custom cobblestone, if you had a bunch of them, but it's expensive. I don't really know where to get more of them because I got it from a quest. But here is another thing I got recently I haven't seen yet in my yard. The Dranic Forge, which is... This is okay. I mean, this is a pretty useful item, I think. I don't love it. I don't see any use for it myself yet, but it's just good to remember. Because, like, if we could make this really big... Whoa! Pizza oven. Yes. You could make a pizza oven with it. It's a nice, like, pretty versatile opening here. What is playing? Okay. Alright. Draenor stuff. I got stuff that I can only place inside. So let me go check that out. Rough wooden chair. Oh yeah, the scribe's desk. Okay, so I haven't done anything inside. Brace yourself. Inside is totally untouched. I've just been busy. This is all I did, was get upset that my Ardenweald lamppost cannot be placed outside, which doesn't make any sense. But I just picked this up from doing WOD quests, which is so pretty. I love it. I wonder if you could combine it with an Elwyn, like a Goldshire window, to make it glowy. I've heard you can take these things and you can flip them around to make it like transparent and have like a light effect. Okay, but you want yeah, okay. So here you can use this to get some lighting that you want. But it's a bit of a challenge because obviously like you want this to be hidden, but you only want the light source from it. See what I'm trying to do? Like create the glow for that window. That kind of helps. I could create like a little prayer room or something. Can you rent out house to tenants for gold? Never stop the grind. I don't really see why you would do that. Since everyone can get their own house for free. How do you acquire all those items? So, this for basically from all over the world. What I recommend is you go to WoW DB housing site. This is my Bible right now. This is what I'm using. Housing Hub. I went through here. I logged in, and I liked everything that I wanted to make. And it tells you like where's the vendor. It will tell you what the quest is, and this is like window shopping. There's a lot of filters on this side. Make sure you check early access items on the side right here. It's under chat, so it's hard to see, but you want to make sure you check that because those are the things you can actually get right now. And just see what you're interested in. Like you can also sort by like achievement, crafting, drop, quest, but this is probably the most helpful resource right now. A lot of stuff right now I'm getting from Draenor, and I need to get I've been crafting things like this Ardenweald lamppost I crafted. I did the Maw intro, like I went to Shadowlands, I farmed the Arden lumber, and I crafted that myself. And as for this, I got it from a quest in Draenor. That's what I've been doing the last few days. Questing in Draenor. Can you place multiple of the same decor once you purchase one? Or do you have to buy multiples to place multiple? You have to buy multiples. Look, I can't place another one of these because I only have one. Heck. What I'm trying to get right now, what I mentioned a few times, but I'll show you a picture of it. This is what I'm working on right now that I care about so much. This is it, guys. I need this. I'm really close. I've been farming Council of Exarchs rep because here it says Council of Exarchs Exalted is required. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm basically doing every quest in Draenor with the Dark Moon Fair buff up because almost all the quests give rep. And along the way, you'll get other items like the one I'm showing you, like the stained glass window thingy. It's really cute. Yes. Zep, did you see the post of the person who made this Alatath doll in their home? No. Can you send me the link, guys? But yeah, you have to collect multiples of the items. The thing is, like, if an item drops from a boss, it's 100% drop rate though. So if you want like 5 chairs from the boss that drops the chair, you just keep farming the boss and you get it every time. So that's not that bad. Okay. What would be nice is a filter that's like recently acquired. These filters could be better. Okay. What I can do, actually, instead of typing Draenor, I'll type expansion WAD because that's what I've been doing lately. That's the new stuff I haven't seen yet. Wow, this is all the stuff that I've got in the last few days. It's like it's a ton. Okay, this is WAD only because this is what I've been doing. I've actually got quite a few. I got this. This is from doing your garrison stuff, garrison quest. Easy, really easy. It's like when you first get the garrison, you get this. Workbench. It's from, I think also garrison thingy. This is something that I wanted to make for my alchemy room. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't worked on the inside, but I wanted to make some, like a herbalist alchemist study. So one item that I want to get for that next is the strangle kelp bag. I'll show you the strangle kelp sack. Yeah. This is something I really want. Seems easy to get. You can craft it. So I want to put that on this work table and put like potions and other doodads like that, like bags of herbs and enchantment items too would be really cool. I got this candle holder. I got the Dranic fence is really nice. This is actually from Westfall, so I don't know why it's showing up under WAD only, because I'm pretty sure that's from Westfall questing. And so is this. This is Westfall woven basket. So this would be a nice thing to put some like herbs in too. But where's the... Oh, we're still on the Draenor stuff. Hooded iron lantern. Yeah. Okay, I'll put that. This is the fence post. I'm not gonna put it outside because outside is very tight item budget, but this is from Draenor. Fencing. So those, I love the Draenor stuff because a lot of it is just very simple, clean lines, and it's really versatile. So it is worth. Oh, this would be nice to put on this table too. Where'd I put it? Yes. Eventually. Okay, maybe for now, I'll put this behind me. This is not a room I'm really working on yet. Large brazier of Elune. What? Ooh, it's awesome. Just taking stuff out. I really wanted to put stuff in this, the flowers in this basket. So maybe yes. Okay. Size that down. Good bit. I'm obsessed with the Dornagal windows you can get because they make such cozy lighting. What are they called? Actually, this doesn't really make sense. I don't really like that. What instead would make sense is if this is going to be an alchemy table, then we should tilt it like this to make it like something I'm working on right now. Yeah, that's way better. This is not a good place for me to be doing this experimentation because I need to make a separate room for alchemy, which should probably be right here to the right. Because it's like, you imagine you're coming in from the garden, you have muddy boots, so you need to get inside as fast as possible with the things you're carrying, like the muddy, dirty things. So you don't want to be tracking that all over your house. Okay, let's be real. That's a closet. No, I don't think we should have a closet there. Maybe we should just use the room on the left instead. No, because I made that a stairwell room. I want these to be swapped. I want the closet on the left, and I want the alchemy room on the right. Houses need rugs to track the mud on. Somebody was saying that you can get a rug from the Taran starter quests. What is that rug called? That's a really good idea, by the way. Dye the bag to look like different herbs. That's a really good idea. Okay. If I remove this room, what happens to the stuff that's in it? Let's find out. All decor will be returned to your house chest. Maybe we can just add a room. Octagon room. Yes! That's good. Okay. Maybe this can be the mud room where you walk in and then... Okay. Can I move the entry to be somewhere else? Like, I haven't tried to do that. Yes. Oh, wow. Can we actually just walk in right here instead? So I would make this the mud room, basically, area. And then here you put your bag down. And then you walk in here with your herbalism stuff. And then we need to put, like, the moon well in the middle. I mean, this is going to be like a herbalism and enchantment room. You found this. Zep, your Zalatath doll. Oh, thank you, Zais. Let me see what you're talking about. What is this? Oh. Wow. No. No. Oh my god. It's a body pillow. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It is creepy. I agree. It's a little on the creepy side, but what I think is hilarious is the use of the curtains for hair. Like, did you really think? Doesn't seem like her enough. Oh, this will work. That's creative. This is the second body pillow I've seen so far. So it's not even the first one you've seen. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, guys, I actually have to go. I would like to stay and decorate, but unfortunately, I gotta go. Because we got the Warcraft finale tomorrow, and there's a lot of stuff that I need to prepare for it. Like, I need to handle the administrative things because I'm the organizer. So that's starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. PT. 11 a.m. PT is the finale for Warcraft. And like I said, streams this week and probably early to mid next week. It's probably going to settle early to mid next week. Are a little bit crazy on the schedule because I am moving right now and I've been really locked into Decorcraft stuff. So I do have a new video up that I hope you will watch and enjoy. It's on Zepla's WoW Realm. It is about housing, and I hope you like it. I will see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow morning, actually, with S-Fan and Annie joining me as co-hosts for Decorcraft, and we're gonna find out who's the winner. This is a week-long competition we've had, so finally gonna have our finale. I did make a tweet with the little promo video that I made yesterday. I'll play it for you. This is it. I made it to, I wanted it to feel kind of reality TV. The vision, the struggle, the panic. Who survived? Don't miss the finale, Wednesday, 11 a.m. PT, only on World of Decorcraft. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. See you tomorrow. Bye. See you later. Take care, everyone. Watch my video on YouTube, Zepla's WoW Realm. Okay, bye. Bye.